We're gonna talk about the history of 360 Gaming and District G, where it came from, where it went.
I just genuinely believed in what we had.
I believed in
and
it
there was
as well.
no way.
I was kind of blown away by the community itself. If it wasn't for this game, Tekken, wouldn't even talk to each other.
I think 360 Gaming was way ahead of its time. I think District G was way ahead of its time. Let's just be honest. There was no one doing what you lot was doing. You lot was harnessing a community together. Remember, people were coming overseas to come to the tournament as well. Like there was like a good amount of people that came, and I'm like, rah. You know, C. Crizzle, Kane and Trent,
Bam.
Asim.
Yeah, what's going on?
Co-owner of DG, man like Curtis. Come on. Do you remember the bin bag match?
Bin bag. Yeah, because we're talking about money.
Yeah, I put you in the bin bag, and I'm like, grab the camera. Grab the camera!
The hard facts of it is the financials. You can have all the passion, all the drive you want, but your business model has to stand up.
Camera on me. Camera on me. Forget that. We're not doing now, we're putting it under the mat. Collusion thing, people said I cheated. I've proven myself how many times. If he said District G was coming back, I would fully support and back, and I would help him, because again, that was a home for me. I don't feel like when I do content creation, I'm doing it on my own. Whereas I felt like that was a home for me that I've always craved for. It's the King Jae, back with another video, but today I'm not alone. I'm here with District G owner, Joe, 360 Gaming co-owner, Davinia. Today, we're gonna talk about like just the history about 360 Gaming and District G, where it came from, where it went, and what happened. First things first, I want to speak to you, Joe. What was 360 Gaming about?
Come on. Firstly, before you start, I want to say I'm upset. I'm upset because I've been trying to get this girl in front of the camera for about 10 years. She never goes. King Jae puts in the call, and she's here.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
It took a lot, it took a lot.
I guess I just got that effect, you know.
It's the love, it's the love. You've done really well with your career.
So I tell the people, man, because obviously for me, 360 Gaming is, for me, it's a big part of my career, and I don't forget where I come from. So that's one of the reasons I really wanted this to happen. I was kind of like, we need to talk about what happened. Why did you start it? There's so many other games you could have done. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? To be honest, bro, it was never about Tekken.
Yeah.
It was always about FIFA. I'm a FIFA man, like through and through. It was all about FIFA. I remember I just started playing online, slapping people up, and then it was all ranked. But the thing was that used to piss me off was if you come out the game, then you hold your rank. So I'm thinking, this don't mean nothing. This is mad. Like, so this person's telling me he's top 10 in England. So how many games has he jumped out of to keep his rank? You see what I'm saying? I'm like, this is mad. How about we just bring everybody together? Let's do it on the day. No one can jump out, and we just play the thing. Do you know what I mean? That's how it started. I was discussing it with someone at work in an office. In my office at work, and
what's work though for people that don't know? What do you work as, or you don't want to disclose that?
No. It's cool now. I was a security manager, so I'm sitting down with one of the general managers of the venue that I was running, and he was a big gamer, and it was kind of like him that was involved in Tekken as well.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? So he was throwing these 2 pence worth in.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but I don't want to hear this Tekken thing, bro. I'm on the FIFA thing.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, you could do loads of different things and blah blah. He started telling me about Neo Empire and all that. So I'm like, okay. So what's this? Boom, 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 boom. But I was trying to start my own security company at the same time, and Davinia was the person that was putting it all together for me. So when we were talking about it, I went and I approached her and I said, yeah, I'm thinking about maybe starting some gaming tournaments, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And the thing about Davinia, she's like, I will throw an idea in the air. She jumps on it. Do you know what I mean? I think, do you know what? I can't even remember how we got to the name 360 Gaming.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Yeah.
I think you approached me with an idea and a passion, and you wanted me to put a business model together. And then we went out with it. You knew some contacts, and then we found you, and we had our first.
But you know, I can't remember how we found Jay.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually genuinely don't know, but I remember Thursdown, and I remember you coming in, all young, hot boy.
Yeah, because we had a deal with Jay. I think
He was hot boy. He was hot boy. He good, and he was like all about it. He's got an absolute amazing confidence that you just couldn't shy
Overconfident
away.
sometimes.
You know what? Overconfident, but needed just to be harnessed.
But you know what? I can't remember how we got hold of Jay, but we did a street. I don't know how it went from Tekken to Street, because I think we did Tekken and Street Fighter. And we had a deal with Jay, like whoever he could get.
Yeah, that's right. We had a contract where as many guys that he could get in the door, he would get a fee of some sort. And if we're going to be really transparent, he tried to hustle because he was from that background. Do you remember this conversation?
Wow. What?
I remember this hustle.
What did I do?
I think it was more, we gave you a percentage. But it started, the figures started jumping about, but we really appreciated the fact that he's talented.
No, he did well though. He put the man through. And it was, what happened to my FIFA? Like, what happened to my FIFA? Because that first tournament was Street Fighter.
But he brought in all the
Tekken and Street Fighter at the time.
Do you know what's crazy? Like, with that, seeing as we're being transparent, I printed out a lot of black and white flyers, and I was going to sessions. So sessions for people that don't know what sessions are, it's like when you go to someone's house and you play like multiples of first to fives, first to threes and stuff like that. And there's usually like a gathering of like maybe like 6 to 20 people.
It's at the people's houses,
it's at people's houses, so they bring their own little setup and stuff.
That's mad, because no one's coming to my yard, bro.
But people would have their houses, and people would just come and play, which I thought was crazy. But even same as me, I've got a Jamaican background, and you know my dad don't want no one knowing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
So it's kind of crazy that happened.
Can you imagine 20 people in my house? My mum, what are you doing? Bam.
But I do remember just finding like a mad confidence in him, a passion. Like he just really wanted something, and it felt like we had a responsibility to harness that. I hope that came across to you, but we knew there was mad talent there, but it just needed harnessing, and I think. Would you agree? Is that something that you felt, that we were there?
I definitely feel like at the early stages of 360 gaming, I would say that you lot had something there that I've always wanted, which it was a home for.
Like a door.
Yeah, we never had a door for like a community of players. Like, you know, you lot. For people that don't know the context of what 360 Gaming was doing, they were doing like weekly tournaments, isn't it, for Tekken? At some point. Two weekly. So bi-weekly. All right, so bi-weekly tournaments for Tekken. So every time we're seeing the same faces turn up, or we might see a brand new face, and they might be good, they might not be good, and it was competitive as well. So like everyone wanted to go there to be the best, and the reason why I feel like it's that was way ahead of his time is because that's kind of like what. You know, the Pakistan players do now. Like they have like a big hub where everyone goes to play, and they're always playing, and they're always like competing against each other. So they're always at the top of the level. And I felt like what you lot had always made me at the top of my level, because I'm always wanting to be better than, you know, the top players that was there already.
You definitely had that hunger.
And
100%.
You did, because I mean, we'll talk about it later, obviously, but it culminated in you in the final of the Tekken ranking battles, which was mad.
Twice.
We'll get there. So I don't know. Do you know what? We kind of just fell in love with the Tekken community.
Yeah, we did.
Because I keep on saying like, what happened
very nerdy and very out of our comfort zone. If we're for me anyway, because I'm very corporate, very business model. So it was a lot of learning on my side.
You know, to be fair, like at work, we talk about diversity and inclusivity and all that stuff. That was the first time that I could say that was fully inclusive.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Like it was
100%.
It was, everyone was just accepting, and we really fell in love with it. And we were doing FIFA tournaments. They were a lot smaller, but we were slowly building a community in FIFA. And then suddenly we just switched to Tekken and just fully embraced it. There was so many characters. I mean, forget the Tekken team, you know, later on, but like Lino, King Jae, Strider,
and them characters together
Ru
was
Kang.
just insane.
Do you know what I mean? So, and you know, I was always saying like, we've got to turn it into a narrative. We've got to turn it into a narrative. We've got, you know, King Jae, he had a lot of hate, so we made him the bad guy.
But
do you know what I mean?
He's very competitive. I think that's what we looked at.
Massively, and a big mouth. Like if you go and check, I think it's still on YouTube. The first, what did we call it?
Battlezone.
Battlezone,
Yes,
the first one.
I love those.
Him and Lionel. You could have chosen two better people to go head to head on that Battlezone, and you know, it just felt like it was something great. And I'm a community man. Do you know what I mean? I like team. I'm all team. So building this community was important.
But going back to the authenticity of it and how it naturally evolved, is that we always approached everybody like a family.
100%. 100%.
To the point where we were so honest with it
Yeah,
that there were times that I think we had a bit of a power struggle. We had honest conversations about how, you know, how you was coming forward or how you was presenting yourself. Because I think there was times when we had challenging conversations, but we navigated through it because you knew there was potential. And when you know
all the
there's
time.
potential,
All the time.
with everybody that we ever signed or we ever sponsored, you could tell that
we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, but you know what the thing
part,
is?
Wait. We got to get to that part.
Jay was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
He was ahead of his time. He was far ahead of his time.
I think he knew where he wanted to go and where to be. He just needed the
But I
harnessing.
wasn't the only one that was way ahead of my time. I think 360 Gaming was way ahead of his time. I think District G was way ahead of his time. Let's just be honest. Like, there was no esports teams back then when District G was going on. There was no one doing what you lot was doing. You lot was harnessing a community together. You was bringing everyone together.
But
there was no.
Other teams came eventually, though.
Yeah, they
And
came
big ups to
eventually,
them.
but that's afterwards, though. What you lot had was way ahead of his time.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, 360 Gaming, like, actually coming every single time, bi-weekly to a tournament where everyone, you know, like the dinosaurs gonna be there, Leif and all these people that are really good at the game.
Come on, Leif.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
all these people, you know.
Strider.
That's what I'm saying. All of these people you knew was gonna be there, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to lose to them. I want to win. And there's a ranking like rank board. That was Chef as well.
Come on.
And even Chef, I feel
The
like
godfather of Tekken.
I'll be honest, Chef was way ahead of his time. Chef was
Asim,
winning bare tournaments at that time.
Jesus, like all of them almost.
They're all great
of them.
memories. All great memories.
That's what I'm saying.
All great.
But
a
it's
testament to them. Yeah.
100%. And that, like I said, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, because I feel like all of this is way ahead of its time, and I feel like people didn't get to see this. We're in the era where now everyone's watching YouTube, TikTok, and all this stuff, and it's like, I didn't want what built me become a distant memory, which is why I said, all right, cool, we need to have this conversation where people actually see, because I'm still actively doing content, and I really want everyone to see who's the people that was behind.
No, I appreciate you.
Where I'm at. Do you get what I'm saying? I appreciate you lot even making the time, because I know you lot are busy people.
How do you feel like we influenced your journey into this? Because you've done amazingly after, I suppose, what we did together.
Yeah.
But how did we contribute in that journey for you?
I felt like, you know, with gaming, there wasn't a direction. Like, obviously right now, everyone has online, you have ranks and stuff like that, but the online wasn't as great as how it is now. So people are like, okay, where are we gonna go to play that? There was some odd tournaments, maybe people were playing for like chicken and chips money. It was very small. But it was kind of like, okay, here's a place, people are coming in, you know, we're paying to get in. Like, it felt like, oh, okay, I've got a reason to play. I've got a reason to come and
turn up.
And I've got a reason to practice. Whereas before it's like maybe one tournament once every 2 months.
Is it that recognition as well?
Yeah, like knowing that, right, you could be that guy for Tekken.
Yeah.
Meant a lot for me, because this is what I wanted. Like, I've done playing Tekken with my friends, and you know, we put a pound down and someone wins. But like,
do you remember the bin bag match?
We gotta talk about that in a bit.
My goodness.
These are good times.
Yeah,
it was a great spin that you put on some of the marketing. And I think this was perfect.
It's way ahead of its time. No one's done a bin bag match, but everyone that plays Tekken now remembers that bin bag match.
And don't forget Jay's smile at the end of the day. No, that was mad. It was mad.
So what was the concept of the bin bag?
So basically, me and Uma kept on going back and forth a lot.
Uma, shout out Uma Kazama though.
Yeah, he's really good. He's
bad boy player.
He's good at the game. I'm not gonna lie.
He's very undercover though, isn't he? He likes to be very low key and.
Well, until
when.
Then if he beats someone,
then
he's gonna
out.
Yeah. But like, my thing is that okay, he's coming against me, and obviously, at that point, I'm the #1 trash talk in the UK. No one's touching me.
You're horrid.
Right?
You're horrid.
I was mad with it, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking trash to me, and I'm like, bro, look, We played like a first to 10. I beat him like 10-3 or something like that. Videos on YouTube. He was then talking
Look at
smack.
plugging it. Look at that. You can see on YouTube, man. You see on
Link
YouTube.
in the bottom here.
It's there, innit? It's there. Then he was talking smack again, and then you proposed the bin bag match. It wasn't even me.
No. What it was because I play for a
You
bin
play-
bag.
yeah, 'cause we're talking about money.
Yeah, I put you in the bin bag, and I'm like, grab the camera. Grab the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because it's basically saying when you beat someone, and you're saying you're trash.
Yeah.
You've got to
What's-
wear the bin
Yeah,
bag.
you gotta wear the bin bag. Yeah.
What's in the trash? It's a bin bag, innit? So
Brother.
if you're trash,
I'm
and man
so
beat
glad we
you,
caught that on
They
camera.
were
'cause,
so upset.
Uma's facial expressions
He
and all
was
of that.
so
But he was
upset.
like, but at the beginning, he was like, yeah, come, let's go. And the game
because he
was
thought he
just,
could beat me, and then
Yeah,
what
game was
happened
just
happened,
mad.
and that's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
to be fair to him, he's got quite a high energy and he doesn't like to be shamed, as we say.
No.
But he took
He's very
that
prideful.
with grace.
I respect
Considering
it.
us, he wouldn't have
Yeah,
done
but
it.
you didn't
If
put
he
on the
did-
bin bag though.
Yeah,
We didn't put on the
did
bin bag.
he?
No,
Did
we
he?
held it. We held
I
it next
actually
to him.
forget
No, we held it next
Oh,
to him.
yes,
And the
that's
James Big
right.
smile. It's on YouTube.
yeah,
That's
what-
how strong he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. he
But this is
was,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. That thing, like all the Americans, everyone knows about that.
Yeah,
bro.
man,
It's
that
gone.
was it.
It's gone everywhere.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But I respect just for. You know, I want to say shout out to Uma for
Yeah,
actually
100%.
Come on.
doing that, 'cause, yeah,
Come on, Uma.
like,
Come on.
yeah,
Come on.
like there's no hate towards him or nothing like that. Shout out to him for doing
that
it.
was good times.
But moving on, I would say so 360 gaming, that was happening for a period of time, and then obviously we went quiet. Like I don't know what happened and stuff like that. And what was that period like when it was quiet? Like, what happened?
To be fair, I think we kind of reached a peak when we did the what was it called?
You done the
The last
Tekken tournament.
launch.
You done the big tournament.
Yeah, what was it called though? I can't remember. Oh, she actually come with notes before this thing, bro. It's embarrassing.
Because you done. Here's the thing, yeah. You done the big tournament, and then you done London versus Birmingham.
Yes, in a bit. I mean, that. What was it called?
That was.
Hey,
that was
Jesus
serious
Christ.
I can't remember the name.
Why do you make notes? The first time we behind the camera, you don't come with notes. Mad thing.
No, it was.
The major.
The major.
The major.
Yeah.
So we had the major, and you know what? We planned that really well because remember we were doing the monthly tournaments, and then we're doing the bi-weekly tournaments, and that was the ranking battles.
But is that when we broke the suitcases? That journey up there?
No.
Okay, sorry. my bad.
Damn.
So we remember we had the monthly tournaments and then the 2 weekly ranking battles, and the
Yeah.
final was meant to be played at
The major.
Also, we had Nottingham versus.
Yes.
Birmingham.
And what did Jay do?
OCB, one character.
Come on, my brother.
Oh, dear.
Took them all out.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what? Have we got scripts? Because man's just trying to big himself up in front of the camera. This is bad.
No, this is it's just right.
No, but that
Listen,
was bad, yeah,
I want to
that
let
was
you lot
bad.
know that's on the camera. Listen, this ain't no like scripted podcast. We're
Yeah.
just talking.
No,
There's
yeah.
a little bit of juice.
It's a little bit of
There's
juice.
a little
bit.
bit. There's just a little bit.
It needed it.
We're you know we're all good friends. We're just chilling. We're having this conversation, and you know I felt like we just want to have. I've always wanted to have this conversation. We always talk about it on the phone. It's like, oh yeah, we'll talk about it, and we never do.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know,
no.
shout out people in production.
long have we known
You know
you?
it is ready. It's been.
Too long now, bro.
I feel like it's over a decade now.
So it's over a decade,
Yeah.
and this is the relationship we have. You still
Yeah.
come to my home.
Yeah.
I still invite him because we built up a relationship
100%,
with that. Very
100%.
proud of him.
Yeah, massively.
I'm just, I didn't want to do this. I was very reluctant, but
Yeah.
But whenever I try to get her
genuinely-
through it, whenever I try to get her on cam,
Whenever-
Jay, years, she's refusing.
Nah,
But
I
I'm-
appreciate
I'm mad.
it.
I'm mad.
but because I'm so
Let's have a
proud
discussion
of
off
where
cam.
you are,
Thank you.
and I'm quite low key. So yeah, I'm very proud of you. I think you've done amazing things. I think
Appreciate
you've leapt beyond what we even envisioned you to be.
It's crazy.
But again, it goes back to First Down. I definitely saw talent in him. As much as you was very,
A bit annoying.
challenging.
A bit
Annoying,
challenging.
yeah.
You being
Yeah, I
polite
was.
and
I think I've been
downright
polite, wanted to take his head off
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a few occasions,
Yeah.
but there was always that raw talent that you really
100%.
wanted to get involved in, and I think he wanted it as well. And I think what always shone for me was his work ethics.
Oh, bro.
He's got an
Oh, bruv.
outstanding,
Almost annoying.
like
almost annoying.
it scares me.
Yeah.
I just don't know what he goes on
Yeah.
day in,
We'll
day
make a
out.
plan. We'll make a plan, and then 10 seconds later, have you done it?
Yeah.
Brother, let me breathe.
Yeah, like, I haven't
Please.
even got.
Yeah?
I don't
Just
even
let
know
me
what I'm
breathe.
supposed to do
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
again, it goes back to my part was always the business model.
Yeah.
how he was going to transform that into from paper to reality.
Yeah.
Joe was always the concept maker.
Yeah,
really
spending the money.
Yeah.
Don't try and make it polite. Don't try and make this polite.
He spent money
I spent
that
money
I
and
didn't
you
even
used
know
to
we
be
had.
screaming at me all
Yeah.
the time. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're just
And
screaming.
so that probably leads into the fact that there was a point where we had to round this up.
Yeah, but let's take it back to the major. I think the major was like we kind of hit where we wanted to go at that point.
For the people that just quickly, I just want to just touch because there's probably a lot of people that don't know what happened.
Yeah.
For people that don't know what the major was, basically they had the ranking battles and then there was a big tournament. So people overseas was coming. So it was just one of them things where like, it was a big tournament. And it's not like, I feel like you lot didn't really have the backing. You lot kind of had the consoles. You had everything, right?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
lot got
yeah.
everything yourselves.
Yeah.
So it was like...
The backing was only a plus from Namco. We just wanted, like we put it out there to be like, if you want to.
If you want to help.
Do
We're
it.
self-sufficient.
It's done.
on
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Majority of it.
Yeah,
But
self-sufficient.
can I just spin it back a little bit?
Yeah, go on.
To when we, when I knew we were really starting to make a mark.
Tell me.
And
I want to know when you lot did it, and I'll tell you.
Oh,
what,
I
when you
remember
lot
the
did.
moment for
When
me.
I feel like we made a real mark is when we started getting abuse.
Yeah.
Now, Davinia was getting mad and wanted to fight back, but I was almost like smiling. Because I remember like
But you've always been good at coping with
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'm not
The
gonna, but we'll
first
talk
thing
about
was,
that later.
if
I've
you
got
wanna-
a story for you.
Yeah, because let me
I've got a
finish. let me
story for
finish.
you.
It was like if you want to go to tournaments where the organisers actually play the game, you want to come to our tournament. And I thought, that's a hit at us. Ooh, we like that because now we're relevant. Now we're relevant.
Yeah.
Before, when we were slowly building, no one was really saying anything, and all of a sudden, now we never attacked anybody. Because I'm all about there's a piece of the pie for everyone.
No, it's big enough.
Yeah,
Of course, there's always room for everybody.
Yeah, let's create the
always been
foundation
like that,
together. Let's get the foundation together. But all of a sudden, the bits of abuse starts to come, and I'm just like, I'm happy with that abuse, to be fair, because I know we're relevant now. We stepped on the scene,
Shall we talk about that story?
Oh, God, what
I feel
story?
like you should.
Oh,
I don't even know.
There was a story where Joe phoned me up in a bit of a panic, a bit of a
Oh,
daze.
God, yeah.
And we won't mention names.
Oh no, but R.I.P. man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we had a situation where Joe got a phone call, and we had a tournament all set up. We'd advertised it. We've gone public. We've marketed it. And he phones me up and he's like, Davinia, we've got an issue. I've just received a phone call where I've been told categorically you need to move your venue date and your competitive date.
But can I stop you there?
Wait.
No,
Did you not move it though?
No. Wait, hold on a minute.
You're going to let me finish.
Let her finish.
No, let me just tell the phone call.
Okay.
Yes,
Hello?
to be fair.
Yeah, this is. Can I name names or?
I
It's up
think
to
we
you.
should
I
just
think,
leave
I
names
think
out.
out of respect.
Out of respect, let's leave it.
Because yeah, it's probably how are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I thought man wanted to do a link up thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because this guy, he's big in the game. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Know me, I'm
no.
all love and that.
Very big in the
He's like,
game.
yeah, so
Let's not underestimate that.
So we've got a virtual fighter tournament going on. I'm like, okay, yeah, brilliant. I mean, we can support, He's like, yeah,
Bit
but
close.
it's on the same day as you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, but we've got a Tekken tournament going on.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we're obviously bigger than you,
So yeah.
and no one's going to come to your event,
Yeah.
so you need to pull back the date. Meanwhile, we've dropped the cash.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We've launched
set
it, we've
everything up.
marketed it, we're involved, we're
yeah.
financially committed, is what they say. He phones me up to run it past me.
Yeah.
So the phone call went, Davinia, we've got a bit of a problem. These major people have basically come on the phone and told us we need to move our date. I categorically said to him, you must be mad. It's not happening. He said, Davinia, I'm not too sure. I said, no, it's happening. If you want me to phone them, then we'll do that. But we never moved.
But the thing is, Jay, she's telling you the Puff Daddy remix of it, yeah? She screamed it. See how she's sitting there all corporate? She's like, yeah, I told Joe we can categorically will not change. She went, listen, I'm not changing no. And to be fair, I was more scared of her than I was scared of them, bruv. So I'm like, cool, that's what you want to do, we'll go for it.
But you know what's crazy about that actual tournament is when you had the 5v5, you had some heavy hitter names. You had Asim, Kanan
I was
Trench,
confident.
me.
I was very
Wu-Tang.
confident.
I can't remember who the last person. I think it was Strider or something like that.
Yeah, Strider.
So like,
You
imagine
know-
you have all those people in a Tekken tournament that's gonna be there. Everyone's still coming to your tournament. And remember,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
were coming overseas to
Yeah,
come to the
yeah,
tournament
yeah.
as well. Like there was like
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah.
amount of people that came, and I'm like,
It's not
raw.
even the same game, though. They're playing Virtual Fighter.
But
bro.
I-
Play
Yeah.
your Virtual Fighter, bro.
I just genuinely believed in what we had.
I believed in
and
it
there was
as well.
no way. I don't care if you're higher, you're more seen.
We
that
still
we were
got-
going to
got-
stop
yeah, no.
our journey. Our journey is our journey, and we have to fulfill our commitments to
100%.
one, the community. We said we
Yeah.
was going to stand there. We said we was going to show up.
Yeah, yep.
We have to stand firm to that, regardless of any phone calls.
Yeah, and
Like
that,
it's not the dumb thing. Do
But-
what you say you're going to do. Write the checks,
Yeah,
cash the
yeah,
checks,
yeah.
and that's all I've ever been about.
100.
and there was definitely a lot of people there. I don't know how much, but like there was definitely like I'd say 70 plus, 100
Yeah,
plus.
yeah,
There
yeah.
was a lot of
Well, the
people.
tournament itself was like 62 or something. Or 64.
No, you had more than that, man.
It was
because
mad.
there was a lot of people there.
And we're still, and Chef was organising that with, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Daniel.
No, Daniel.
Dan Chef and Daniel
Okay.
were organising that
Yeah.
on one big piece of paper. They absolutely
A lot of
smashed
the
it.
community done a majority of work that was just outstanding. One going above and beyond.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, wanting to be part of the community and weren't getting any subsidiaries or any payment out of it. They just did it for the love of
Everyone did.
everybody.
100%.
And I think because we stood up and we always showed out,
Yeah.
we sort of harnessed that and led that, and so that was also reciprocated. And I would always never forget that everybody contributed to our success
Oh,
in
no,
that,
no, no,
at
no.
that time.
Yeah, no. Massive.
Yeah.
Massive from the players. Do you
Yeah.
remember the printer? Dave the printer?
Yeah.
Who, he was
Oh,
part-
Dave, we've
Yeah,
got to speak.
no,
Oh,
big
listen,
shout out to Dave, man.
Dave
from Luton, because I haven't seen him in years.
Oh my God, Dave,
He fell out of touch,
seriously,
but-
just did a phenomenal job.
Because, you know, for me, I'm more community, I'm more part of a team.
Yeah.
And our printer, he was a bit of a gamer. So all of a sudden, he started bringing stuff to me.
Yeah.
I did this with you for free.
I know.
What do you do this? What do you think? I'm like, bro.
Mock-ups, everything.
Yeah, we'll go for this.
We went down there personally though. Everything that we touched, we was always involved firsthand.
Yeah.
We never just went and just said, look, do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We always made sure that anybody who was a part of what we did, there was firsthand communication.
All the
You
time.
saw
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
you heard us, we showed up.
Yeah.
And that was another
Yeah.
real good game
Yeah,
changer.
that's true, but you keep them getting upset at me because I was talking to people too much. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
you
Like,
did,
this
yeah.
is enough, guy. You know, I was talking to them, we're meant to be packing away, I'm still chatting to people.
We went to people's weddings out of this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Families' homes.
Bravo.
We were brought in some next situation.
Oh,
and
to be fair, I was kind of blown away by the community itself. I mean, people from different backgrounds.
I learned so much,
That
yeah.
if it wasn't for this game, Tekken, wouldn't even talk to each other on
Yeah,
the street
100%.
or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
They weren't in the same social circles, but all of a sudden, people are going together to Holland, to Italy,
was.
Yeah, it was mad,
to
it was
this,
mad.
remember when you went to,
that.
so we sent him to Holland, didn't we? And he had an experience in your hotel with, he was giving us the rundown of this quality of hotel, the things that we sent him to. And he dealt with it. He dealt with it with grace, although we had the realness of it in the background.
Yeah.
You always showed up as well, Jay.
No, for real.
appreciate
you
it.
know. But yeah, that was, how long were we there? 5-6 years doing that? 360,
Yes,
probably
sir.
a bit longer.
So 360 gaming, like it was for a while, and then like obviously, like I was saying, 360 gaming went quiet for a bit.
Well, you know what? I just remembered. One of the major problems was the P5 was coming out.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it was a game changer,
And,
yeah.
and I remember I had about 30 P4s. And all of a sudden... And,
30? That's
and
crazy.
I remember taking one to Computer Extra CX. And they were like, yeah, we'll pay like £2 for that. And I'm like,
The asset went down, and then this is where I stepped in and
Yeah.
said, "Listen, this business model on
yeah,
a
we're in
financial
trouble, yeah,
level
yeah,
we're in trouble."
And then you couldn't get P5s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
as
got
soon
one
as
for
you
my
got them.
birthday, I never saw P5 for years after that.
Yeah, they were like
Wild.
gold mines. You couldn't really get them. It was like once they were out, if you get one, you're lucky.
Yeah.
And it was for like a year and a half. It was like that. Do you get what I'm saying? But
So-
like we need to talk about. So like it's good to know that background aspect of it of why it went silent.
Yeah.
But we need to kind of move forward and speak about District G because.
And on this occasion, I'm going to bow out of this conversation.
No, you're staying here. But with District G, we gotta kind of explain what it was because District G to me, I'm even struggling with words to even say it where it was, because it's quite emotional for me. Because it's like District G for me was
Was it
like,
Evolution?
it was way ahead of its time. This was
Yeah,
a time when
Evolution.
there weren't. Let me talk.
Sorry, brother. Sorry.
District G was kind of like. It was, you know, like how there's esports teams now, they're sending out players and stuff like that. I feel like most of these esports teams nowadays don't really, they care about the players' placements, but they didn't care about the players. Whereas I feel like District G cared about the players. And it was kind of like, the first person that was on District G was me. And that was crazy because if we talk about the roster, like midway through it, it was, you know, C. Crizzle,
Come on.
Kane and Trent,
Bam.
Asim,
Chababa.
Bonus Gin, Strider.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
there was
Stop
Liu
it.
Kang as well, right?
But the cameras will go on fire. You keep seeing
Yeah,
these
like
days, bro.
these were the
Crazy.
players. And
Hot boys.
like, it was
Crazy.
literally a lot of solid players. And to me, you know, you were sending players, players out. You sending me and Kane and Trent out. You sending Liu Kang out. You sending,
Yeah.
and it's like we done content as well. Obviously, we done. Actually, let me not talk about the content. We talk about the content stuff a little bit, push it a little bit further. But just talk to me. What was your vision when starting District G? Because this is 360 gaming was done. It wasn't. It was that was to the side, and then now you came in District G. What was the vision?
It was like an evolution of 360, an evolution of it.
But why did you want it to do team? Because this is different. 360 gaming was actually a tournament. bringing people
Yeah,
in.
and do you know what? I never. You know, it means a lot to me that you say we cared about the players because, and you need to tell Curtis and Sadie that because they were in the gaming community. They were very serious. When me, Davinia and Chuck started it, we were novices. Do you know what I mean? We were novices. We were learning about the community. Do you know what I mean? The only person that was really kind of like, I don't know if she's the word professional was probably Davinia with the way she organised us. And to be fair, when I met Curtis and Sadie, the other co-owners, they were just kind of telling me stuff that Davinia was telling me all the time from day dot. If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
But that stuff happens when you lot are good friends, isn't it? Like you might hear something from a very good friend that says stuff all the time to you, but then someone that's on a professional side might say the same thing. And you'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard that. Oh, but it sounds familiar. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know, yes. And
so I'm bigging you up.
No, you don't need to because
I know.
This
I
see this District G involvement.
Yeah.
We didn't have this conversation. If we're going to be transparent about it, we didn't have this evolution.
We wasn't meant to have this on this.
Of
you
what
know
we're
I'm trying
going
to say.
through.
It wasn't meant to go.
you know,
it wasn't meant to go this far.
But we need to be.
he brought us here to cause beef, you know.
You wanted drinks and truths and everything. But if we're going to be transparent, regardless of anything, Curtis and Sadie.
Is that the time, Jay?
I love Curtis and
We still got time.
Sadie.
We still got time.
But in terms of the evolution of it, I wasn't a part of that step. And I think not the failings, should I say? It's not the word. I think where it didn't transcend was the downfall, the trajectory of how that was going to ever end.
What, as in DG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there was always a business model that needed to be followed. And it never really truly, because the hard facts of it is the financials.
Yeah, but
and if you haven't got those, you're not going to move into the area that you need to.
No, but to be fair, it was that I have to, you know, be big enough and strong enough to take the L there, to be fair, because it's me trying to promote community. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and your heart has always been in that
part.
part.
And to be fair, it just wasn't, and I used to really irritate Curtis. Sadie was kind of like a bit in between.
And I think it really irritated me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Listen,
100%.
first and foremost.
So why would it irritate you if you wasn't part of the team? What was your role?
You've got to remember that when we're talking about capital, when you're starting business, you've always got to look back at the capital. You can have as much drive as you want, but the financials are your end goal.
So was you kind of like trying to help him on the side?
And he was so passionate, so driven for the community, and it needed to be that way.
I'm just trying to give you a lot of the information.
But
you know, they
always got to.
This hold the come. That's cool.
But you've always got to look at the business model, because if you want a lifelong company, you have to know the flow of what's going on.
And you know what, Sadie and Curtis were all about that. To be fair, I felt that they were like a reincarnated version of Davinia. I'm like, oh my
There's two
god,
of them for one,
there's three of them now. And I have
that's
to,
why I stepped back.
and to be fair, Jay was talking about it as well. But for me,
I want to say my part when I get to
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
though.
Please do.
Because this is why we're here. This is why Juice is here. This is why everything will just come out.
Do you know
And
what?
It's just gonna be
almost
in the
like
video.
a parent situation.
Yeah.
Sharing it with you.
When you you've been
your
bad.
parents ain't
your
doing
parents
right.
even,
Yeah.
you've been bad at school. This is what's happening, and the kid just looks.
Do you know what? I was in the office, in my office, and we've got like an esports. We've got some guys going out to help with the esports tournaments, and he showed me, he's like, look what we've been to. Can't remember what game they were, probably an Overwatch or something like that. Some Grand Nationals in South Korea, and I looked at it, and I swear I took a minute to be like, this is something I wanted. Do you know what I mean? Like doing a massive tournament in O2 but I have to, both with 360 and both with District G, I was just a bit too community focused. And when we had this team now, Curtis was saying it, Sadie was saying it, even King Jae was saying it. Like for instance, other players were getting dropped left, right and centre. Do you know what I mean? But for me, I couldn't drop our team because I loved our team.
Your loyalty was
I
something
thought our
different.
team was great. And it was almost like a thank you, because each one of them have been with us from the beginning. Do you know what I mean?
And the commitment that they made and the contributions that we didn't even
100%,
ask for was just
100%.
Yeah.
So do I regret it? It's a hard one because what I admit is I should regret it. Do you know what I mean? Because it all kind of fell away in the end. And I remember the last time we took the team out, and I think Curtis did well to stay calm. They were asking for it even more. And Curtis
What were they asking for though?
I think maybe, so we paid for the hotel and the flights. They were asking for a bit of spending money, and I get it because they don't, they go there and all of a sudden you might not be able to afford to even go there. And you're out there and you're kind of like, I'm not spending money, sorry, maybe for lunch, to buy lunch and stuff like that, and more expenses. And Curtis is like, brother, these brothers are not even winning. Do you know what I mean? We've got to drop a few of these guys. And here you got me sitting in the meeting with them, asking for more. And I'm there thinking, yeah, Curtis, you think we could maybe bring some money for expenses? And Curtis is looking at me like, I'm going to stab you. Do you know what I mean?
But then this goes back to, again, the original business model that we set out.
Well, when we were...
If you're going to sponsor someone, that does accrue into all of that. Expenses are...
But we
but the thing is though,
But
sorry to intervene into
Yeah.
you lot's conversation.
No.
But the problem where things happened was that no one was doing the spending money stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? People would have a name. Hold on, wait.
Go on, sorry.
People will have a name, which will be a sponsor in front of their name when they go to these tournaments, but they're not getting anything out of it, right?
No.
So this was what was happening at that time.
As if we weren't getting anything out of it.
No. I'm talking about the other players that maybe was sponsored. They will have a name in front of them, but they're not getting spent. Like, the people weren't spending money on them to fly out. It's just, you're representing us.
Oh,
so
you
you're
mean
going
other
out.
players?
Yeah, the other sponsors.
Yeah.
So what you lot was doing was nice, but the reason why I'm going to be transparent with you. The reason why I feel like maybe they shouldn't have had spending money is purely because they weren't doing enough to advertise themselves.
No, they weren't.
And I feel like what you lot was doing, you were still you was doing the Tekken talks, you was getting us to compete against our, musicians, entertainers, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You was doing stuff to kind of get us out of our, well, I was already kind of like...
Yeah, you were live.
Whereas everyone else is kind of getting them out their show and trying to push them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you lot are not doing anything. You're not streaming. You're not doing any content.
Yeah, just
but then
like
you're not
Rukan.
asking for more money.
Yeah.
Rukan wasn't even streaming at the time.
Oh, wasn't he?
Rukan was streaming at Tekken 7.
Yeah, but you know what? But the good thing about Rukan is you could get him out to go and do. We did
He's
a lot of
good
stuff.
He's good at being on camera. Regardless of what
Strider as well.
He's good at being on camera. But at that time, it was kind of like for you lot to ask for that, especially with being flown out. And hotel was a lot.
And that's the fight that I had with Sadie and Curtis. They're like, we've got the best player here in Europe probably with Azim. Why aren't we doing enough with Azim? And I'm like, well, he's busy. I don't know what I was playing, Mumsy or something like. He's busy. He's got work to do.
I just want to say I was out of that financial model.
But what I'm saying, no, you hear that? But that wasn't.
But you're here for the conversation.
Yeah, but that wasn't Curtis and Sadie. That wasn't
that
wasn't Curtis and Sadie. That was me. Do you know what I mean?
But that's always been a power struggle with you in terms of whenever we sat down and we had to get to the real baseline of the business model, and we all you have to have a business model. You can't just go in.
100%.
You can have all the passion, all the drive you want, but your business model has to stand
up.
up.
You know what? I can take that. I can take that.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest. You know where I feel like District G had a downfall. Because we're here now and we're having a
And
proper
I'm not part of
conversation.
District G. Let's just
Yeah,
make that
wow,
very
this is
clear.
mad, you know.
Yeah,
And
you're
I'm
basically-
this is
really
wild.
making that
This
very
is wild,
clear.
like,
I was
detach,
not
detach,
part of
detach.
District G. I was not. No one came and had a conversation with me about District
No,
G.
but to- no, but to
so
be-
I'm not taking any.
But to be
accolades or
fair,
any
we
downfall.
but we did hit a very high level in District
Bro,
G.
why are you defending yourself?
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
even said what I said.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
you don't know where he's going.
Hey, you
with
don't
this
know where I'm
conversation.
going with it.
I'll drink to
So,
that.
so the thing where I feel like District G went downhill was, I feel like there was too many players on board.
Yeah.
I felt like certain things that I was saying, just from what I could see, because I know you both said from even the 360 days that I'm pretty confident. You lot felt like, you know, sometimes I can be a bit annoying. But
Yeah,
the reason
a raw
yeah,
talent.
The
yeah.
reason why I was pushing that stuff, because I can see. So, like, remember before I used to have a music channel and I was seeing people that would
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah.
And they did end up growing.
Yeah.
Can I
So
ask
it's
you a
like-
question?
Yeah, go on.
Why did you invest and believe in us?
Why did I invest and believe in you lot?
Yeah.
Because when I looked at you and when I looked at you, I could see something that you lot didn't see in yourselves. That, and it was kind of like, okay, cool. You lot are starting this. I know that this is going to take a lot more than what you lot think, because you lot are not involved in
No,
that field like that.
absolutely.
No, we really
Absolutely.
weren't. And we
We were
looked to
very
you and
much,
Strider
yeah.
for
Yeah,
a
we
lot
did.
of. Because sometimes it was making me upset sometimes. Because I remember when I think Dino stopped coming to our tournament for a little while
Yeah.
because we did something that it wasn't. You weren't supposed to do. I think we drew out the next stage instead of letting it run naturally. And
Okay.
Yeah,
Dino
we
was
didn't
like,
know the.
the
You
ins
didn't
and
know
outs.
the structure, but
Yeah, but I'm like, fuck the
parfaits,
structure.
yeah.
We'll just do our own
but-
shit.
But you know what? Hold on. Do you know what it was? Yeah, I saw stuff in you and I saw stuff in you.
Yeah.
Where it was like, oh, okay, you lot are trying to do this thing. I know how Tekken is. Tekken is very cutthroat. If you lot don't understand it, they're not gonna
Yeah,
come.
yeah.
And it's like, if I'm behind it, regardless, I had a very love and hate relationship with a lot of people. They
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
or they had a lot of love and hate. I don't really care.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
You're Marmite. You are
Yeah,
Marmite.
I'm very
You're
Marmite.
very
At the
Marmite.
time, I think
Yeah.
I'm more.
But
kind
the problem
of like
with Jay with
accepted.
other players is there's a lot of hate in this world.
But admiration secretly.
Not even that. It's
Maybe.
more of
I
if you
believe
see
that.
Jay was probably at one point top 10, top 12, and when he's on his game, he was a problem. He shouldn't be called Problem X because he was a problem. At his best,
I remember I beat Starscream Asim.
bruv, yeah,
And
like,
I
Asim,
bumped
yeah,
people when I
100%.
won. But
I thought he
tell
was gonna
people-
collapse when he beat Asim in that
But I
semi-final.
tell people all the time, if I like, even up until this day, like, I'm doing stuff on Tekken 8 when I've gone tournaments. Like
Yeah,
Tekken
yeah.
8, like I said, like, I don't want to go too far because we're still trying to go chronologically.
Yeah, we're
but
doing a
I
terrible
just
job, by the way. But
No,
yeah,
you've done good, yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
bouncing,
like Evo, for example, there was 4,000 people. I came 33rd.
Yeah.
Versus fight, I came 17th.
Yeah,
Out of
yeah.
how many
Oh,
people?
that's
And I don't
amazing.
even, let's be honest, I don't practice matchups. I don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I play and I choose characters for people that watch me.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you lot clearly know that I'm not really trying to do that, but if I was,
So
they don't know.
let's put Jay just out the top 10, just for
yeah,
argument's
100%.
sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd top 10. Yeah.
So you had people thinking, why is he doing so well on YouTube? I'm a better player than him.
100%.
And they didn't understand what it takes to be a YouTuber. They're like this brother would,
It goes back to work ethic.
yeah, he'll cut up a video, and by 6 o'clock the next morning, that thing's edited and out.
But then it's always that famous saying, talent and hard work. Hard work will always beat talent.
100%.
If it
And
works
he
hard.
has
Yeah,
that.
100%.
And that I've always seen that with
Yeah.
him. Is
So-
that he always showed up.
Yeah,
He was always on time.
yeah, yeah.
He always challenged things.
All the time.
He
Too
always
much.
wanted to be heard.
Sometimes too much.
I
Would you
wanted
say
to
that?
punch him up a good
Yeah,
few times.
yeah, yeah.
But normally what
it
he
was
said
all
was
for a
with
good cause.
quality, and if you just had a bit of patience with him, you could see what he wanted to say.
Yeah.
And so that was always easy to deliver.
yeah.
And that is why I'm always welcoming him in my home.
Do you know what
Appreciate
I like where Jay is now? I could always foresee it.
Yeah, it took me a little
No,
while
but-
because Joe did convince me a little
Yeah,
bit.
I
Because
see.
at
He's
some
always going
point
there.
I was
Yeah,
like,
but the only
oh
thing
my
that
God.
you brought up, which was right,
Yeah.
is the only person that is going to be his biggest enemy is himself.
And I
'Cause
said that
this
to
brother
you.
does not trust
He doesn't.
anybody,
No.
man.
Nah, I know,
Anybody.
yeah.
Anybody.
He's not interested in anybody.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie. You know what? Yeah, I want to talk about like trust and stuff. I mean, we're
Yeah.
here now. Okay, let's just talk about
Yeah.
it now. We're here.
We're here.
Yeah, the drink is done. We're
We're here.
drinking. juice out of
Yeah,
a
but
wine
can we
glass,
just
and
say
I love it.
No, but
it's
can
nice,
I say
it's elegant.
Can I just say, there's been like a century, and I do want to cheers you on the fact that you've done very well.
I've got no juice to cheers him. But could you
But
high fives?
I'm
Do
nice.
high fives.
Yeah.
High fives.
Yeah,
High fives,
High
man.
fives.
Yeah, give me that. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Oh,
Stop it,
We're
man.
gonna,
Oh,
we're gonna
wow.
pour for the
So you don't want me
century.
to start singing on cam? It's a mad thing.
I'm really
Or
proud of
crying.
him. I'm so proud of him. So it's really important that we
Yeah, we gotta do a
mark
cheers
this
for that. 'Cause,
occasion.
like, let's be honest, the cheers. Wait, why you started drinking?
gosh.
What's
What?
going on
Hey,
here?
slow down.
Oh, gosh.
We can't. It took us 10
I'm
minutes.
Irish, I'm
10
Irish.
minutes to get on camera.
we gotta
And
start
wow,
toast, though.
mad thing.
I'm
We
here.
got a toast to not only what has been built, because like I said, if we weren't you lot, like I know a lot of people that do creative stuff, they kind of forget where they come from. I've never forgot where I come
No,
from.
for real.
I've
for
never
real.
forgotten
Yes,
you lot.
100%.
Like even down to like just the way how I am, how I articulate myself on camera and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You
No,
lot have told
stop
me
it.
certain things that I shouldn't do, and I've listened and I've said, all right, cool. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Like before, if someone
Hold on a minute. It never went like that. It would be argument.
But I would
we got there.
but
But now,
I would agree.
Yeah,
I would agree.
yeah, 100.
I would
Nah.
agree.
Nah, for real, yeah.
Yeah, I would
100, we're
agree
here.
at the
We're
end of
here.
it though.
We're
You
here,
get me?
man.
So we gotta say cheers, you know.
From boy to man.
everything,
From
but
boy to
yeah,
man. Come
come
on.
on.
Come on. Oh, sorry. There you go. Cool. I don't like my glass now, man. I'm getting upset with my glass.
Yeah, you
It's
got a
cool.
little baby glass.
Wow. Cheap like this. Back then.
I never had no coke in mine, boy. Damn.
Oi.
Wow. Moving on.
I'm so glad I'm Irish.
Oh my lord, man. This is like the fifth drink or something.
But is there any way?
Where's the coke?
No, but is there any way we can touch on
Yeah.
when we went to America?
You went to America?
When I went to America.
When did we do the whole tournament? I'm lost. I might be a bit.
You've had too many.
I've definitely had too many. But when we had the tournament, when it went a bit left in America, social media went crazy.
No.
It broke down.
No. So I was in
Help me.
Vegas.
Help-
I was in
that's
Vegas.
it.
Yeah.
Help me. Yeah.
And then, oh wow, we're talking about what do you call it? Oh wow.
It's a great
oh,
story.
My
I
God.
loved it. Brother, fix yourself
Yeah,
up.
we're talking about what was it? What was it with you and C Crizzle?
Yeah.
Oh, the collusion.
No, we're not gonna listen.
We can talk about that.
Okay,
like,
but
I'm cool with the other
Let's
side.
be mindful. But I just
Shout out the
love-
other side. We're cool.
Yeah, America.
No. Camera on me. Camera on me. Forget that. We're not doing no. We're putting it under the mat.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Collusion thing. People said I cheated. I've proven myself how many times.
But we were.
But I would like to say these two, when I was doing videos like, answering back like I'm one of those little trap rappers saying, oh yeah, like I didn't do collision and all that stuff. These two were like, hey, kind of like, lose that away.
Immediately.
PR, yeah.
Everything was
I
PR.
had no filter back then.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Like, it's all about the product
that
of my
was-
environment.
that
You know what
was-
I'm saying? But these two were the ones that were like, hey,
Listen.
you need to write a statement or you need to talk about it. And I was like, all right, cool, you know what, fair enough.
When-
So I appreciate them too.
So
Again,
remember-
I want to say that in this video because
Yeah.
this
Could've
again, this was a
finished
part of the
you.
thing.
It could have finished you.
It could have
It
finished
could have
me.
finished us
it's a
all.
turning
It would have finished
Could have
us
finished everyone because I was part of. I was part of you.
There was things coming out on the internet. It's like, who is
Yeah.
this Nick G? And you know, people say any kind of
Publicity.
is good publicity.
Yeah.
It's not good
I didn't
publicity.
want it.
But you know
It's not good
what's
publicity.
crazy about it is that even afterwards, yeah, when I used to make videos on YouTube, my dislikes would be super high.
Yeah.
Because I was on everything. I was on
But it's
GameSpot,
interactive.
Kotaku,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like you lot don't know that I actually compete on a
no.
general level. But it was you lot, like you too.
At
That was like,
at that-
bro.
Let's
Actually,
bring-
wait,
let's
was
bring it
just-
back.
Okay, was
Okay.
it G at that point? He was.
It was District G.
And I wasn't I wasn't involved in that.
But we got
He-
a, but wait,
hold
wait,
on,
wait,
but
wait,
he
wait,
phoned
wait,
me.
wait. On all, so this was when the pre-Tekken 7 qualifiers was. I was top 8 on all 3 pre-Tekken 7 qualifiers. But there was a bit of animosity towards me and people thought that
But it
that
was-
happened
but no.
and it didn't happen. But like I said, all of that's been squashed between the other side. We are cool. There
Yeah.
ain't no
No,
problems.
I saw
It's all
podcasts
up.
about it.
But
Yeah,
can
there's
I just
podcasts
say,
and everything, but it's
before
all
we
good.
get
And you know what's
into this-
crazy? You know what's crazy? No.
Yeah, go.
You know what's crazy? There was a podcast from someone that went to my school.
Yeah, you're talking about. Yeah, it was mad.
We're here now. We're
It was
here.
mad.
The JD's done.
No.
We're here.
I'm too scared to drink that because that's
Listen.
straight. It's mad.
Yeah, I done the straight, so I'm here now.
Yeah.
There was a guy they've done a podcast, and they're from my school. They were year above, and they were like, oh yeah, can you do this? I'm like, bro, like the only time.
Are you stupid?
No, wait,
Like,
wait. The only time you can message me is when it's my downfall.
Yeah.
Like you can't even
100.
message me when I've done
Yeah.
tournaments or compete. I said no.
No.
And they were like, oh yeah, from when they know me. I was like, bro, we've never spoke in school.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Like, how did from when you know me?
Hey, Jay, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
Can we
obviously,
do a podcast?
All I remember, I was not part of District G.
yeah.
It's all evolved.
How many times are you going to say that?
I know.
No, for real.
But
How
we
many times
need
are you going
to-
to say
I
this is
just
mad,
have
you
to.
know?
But
This is
we
mad.
don't
But can I
we
just
don't
say-
need that disclaimer
No,
anymore.
but I do.
Everyone
I tell you
knows
why.
she's not a part of District
No,
G.
I
Everyone.
wasn't.
What camera?
Yeah.
Not part of
everybody
District.
knows
Not part of
I'm
District.
part
Not part
of
of
District
District.
It's
She's
mad.
not a part.
Okay.
It's mad.
But at the end of it, he phoned me on this specific situation.
And I needed your help because you're the
it went
smartest one.
Left.
Yeah.
He phoned me on a panic, like.
She was the smartest one. Out
Oh
of
my
everyone,
God.
out of everyone, you was the smartest one.
It's
Yes.
not that.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
she was. She
Out of
was.
everyone,
I was,
she's
thank
the one
you.
that
No, you was.
trusted the most.
Thank you.
No.
You're the one who listened to.
I trusted you like you was my brother, innit?
Yeah, no, I hear
I
that.
trusted you.
But
But I'm saying the person that had the brains,
Collateral damage.
everyone's getting
I
drunk,
had
you
to
know?
just say
Right,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you
but-
not phone me for advice?
But I'm actually
Yeah, yeah.
saying.
Wait.
But I'm
Did you
saying.
phone me for advice?
We all, yeah, I did.
Did you phone me? Was I part of District 3?
No, but okay.
Right, done.
If she says that again,
Let's
can you
move
just
on.
ask to leave?
Let's move
If
on.
she says I'm not part of
Let's
the
move
again,
on.
can you just ask her
Let's
to
move
leave?
on.
Nah, you know, but like I said, you know what? Like I said, I ain't got no problems with any of the people that, I was against when that stuff happened.
So how much did it blow up?
It blew up!
Blew up to the point where we were shitting ourselves.
You know what? I wasn't really. I kind of was just like whatever.
On a
But-
PR
but-
front.
But
No.
on a PR front from you lot,
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
representing
but
the team.
no,
in trouble.
It
no,
was
you were
mad.
low.
Yeah.
Because the Renekies was saying in America, no.
No.
I was in Vegas, yeah,
He was.
trying to enjoy myself.
He was.
And you know what? It was fantastic because everyone thought I was nuts watching.
Yeah, he
like
did, yeah.
everyone thought I was nuts watching a computer game. Like
Yeah.
it was the anti-Joshua fight in Vegas. But I didn't care because my boys were
Yeah,
playing
they were.
and it was crazy and there was like 4,000 people watching. But only me in the breakfast at Vegas. And I was having such a good time. You know, my boys were making me proud.
Yeah,
I
no.
think C.
It was an
Crizzle had
accolade.
already.
I was still involved.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I feel.
Very proud.
I think Rukang had qualified.
Yeah,
C.
yeah.
Crizzle had qualified. I wish C. Crizzle hadn't qualified because then there would
I
be no
wouldn't be there.
We'd
submission.
have no problem, yeah.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even a match. To be honest, like just to say it on camera, that wasn't even a match that qualified me. I had to fight 2 other people,
Do you know what?
and I got third in that match. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you.
So that's the reason why I'm just kind of like it kind of upset me. I don't really want to even talk too much about it. 'Cause I feel like
But can I just-
there's more stuff.
But it was
that we need
quite.
to
You know what? I
highlight.
don't want to because
Yeah.
I don't want to badmouth Namco Bandai because we'll get.
We don't even
yeah.
need to be on
No,
that spectrum.
no. But what I'm saying, it was
capacity.
just the marketing, the head of tech, the guy, was it the Tekken? I told you, I ain't drinking that drink. I ain't drinking that drink straight, bro. It'll be.
burn is
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
I'm Irish and that's burning the hell out of me.
Listen. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Jay, you're falling apart.
No, all right,
no.
cool. Let me give myself something. Come.
The Namco community manager at the time handled that really
Yeah, he did.
badly. And it really upset me. It really upset me.
No, you're right. You're
It
right.
really upset
you're
me.
right.
And we reached out to him. No reply.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
cool. Listen.
And what was it called? Collusion? I never heard of collusion in my life.
I didn't even know.
It's like they made it up for this
No, it
thing.
did. It felt like very, very, very.
It was
Nah,
wild.
but do you know what?
I can't deny what happened because I'm not a technical player.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, when I look at it holistically, I felt like you ever feel like someone's doing really well and you just have to notch them down a bit? It felt like it had an agenda. I'm not saying that it's allegedly an agenda, but it was one of the ones that I just felt, oh, this is a bit
Do
uncomfortable.
you remember
Yeah,
the turning?
yeah.
Do you remember the turning point of that?
I don't,
So
I was getting bare dislikes
it
on
was
any
getting-
video
yeah,
I
it was
put.
getting
Like,
You was
disliked.
getting hate like
It was
I
getting
didn't
hate,
know.
and then suddenly the racism came in.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah, it did go
And
left
then
there.
Sadie put out a massive statement.
She did.
She
She
was-
did
she
very
really
well
did.
with
Shout
the
out
PR
Sadie.
there.
Excellent.
She did.
Shout out Sadie.
Absolutely.
Shout out
phenomenal.
Sadie, shout out
No,
Curtis.
definitely.
And I'm admitting that a lot of this was my fault, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've admitted to Davinia as well, a lot of this was my fault. But she sent out a statement, and the tide just turned, and all of a sudden,
nah, do you know what?
you were getting support.
No, do you know where it really changed? It's when I went to evil in Vegas because all the Americans thought, oh yeah, he's a cheater, this, that, and the other. I played pork chop and beat him. I played a couple other players in casuals and I'm winning.
They're like, this
So
guy's
they're
serious.
like, bro, nah,
but it was
he's serious.
But the momentum was changing though. It was changing at that time.
It
After
was,
the
but
statement.
it wasn't enough. Remember that the statement was it kind of.
But in 2 months, I see your YouTube blast up.
Do you know what
Yeah,
that
but
is?
I think that's just because people knew that I was that they could see my channel, they could see that I'm streaming, they could see I'm beating people on
But
ranked.
it goes back to the saying, don't write a check you can't cash. And
Yeah,
you
yeah,
should, at some point,
Yeah.
cash your checks.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It was a horrible time though. It was absolutely, I swear, it was a horrible
It
time.
was-
that ruined my. Can you pay me back for Vegas, please? 'Cause that
No,
ruined,
it ruined
I want my money back. I
life
want my change back. I want my
because
change
I
back.
was on the phone to him 24 hours doing collateral damage and then thinking, I've actually got to really think about how you're going to come out of this because
I knew I was
he
gonna come
doing
out.
so well.
I ain't gonna lie though. I knew with you lot there, I knew I was gonna come out of it.
But I never seen
even though it didn't happen, I was like, bro, you're very smart. You always have a positive outlook. Sometimes with me, I'll be
really
like,
smart, bro. It's mad.
no, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy
That's
because
really
it was
smart.
like me. I'm like, all right, cool, this is happening. I just didn't care. I'm a bit hood, so I
yeah,
was
but
just
you're
like,
in the
whatever, innit?
moment. He's in the moment.
Yes,
We're
I
in-
didn't really care.
So our responsibility is you're living the moment, you're
Yeah.
living this dream. We are there to make sure, one, that you're contained, safe, make sure that you're protected in some capacity. And I think, that worked out very well in the long distant actions after that. It actually boded well for you. As much as it was negative, and as they say,
Yeah, but it
no
turned
news
you
is no
around,
good
though.
news.
That
yeah.
made you.
It
That
did.
made you. That whole.
I
period-
feel like it was a bit of a turning point. For you.
Massive turn. Listen.
I do.
I'm not saying he's not gonna. He wasn't
I
gonna
don't
get
think
there.
he will.
I'm gonna say he wasn't gonna get there. But after the 3 months, everything just started going correct.
Crazy.
You don't even remember when I had the t-shirt saying "Still Smiling."
Yeah.
had my face smiling.
Yeah.
Events.
Yeah.
Arrogant like that.
Come on.
Shout out.
I'm not drinking
It's a
no
great
more of that
move.
stuff straight, man.
No, it was a great
That's
move.
wild.
Bro, listen, you're not
School
driving.
night,
fam.
school night, though.
I'll take your shot then, fam.
Yeah, for real, please, bro. I can't.
Take your shot. It don't look that much, but
No, seriously.
it's definitely wide, the glass. You know what I'm saying?
Can we get some water in?
Yeah.
Let's get some water in up in the
But
house,
listen,
bro. Before I start singing, I'll start singing. You know?
Listen, I'm just saying, shout out to Bandana Namco. Shout out to the other side
Massive. Yeah.
with that situation. Because, again, I don't even know water. But, like, I don't need, my thing is that I want everyone to win. It's not really a thing of like, oh,
100%.
yeah, but not everyone wants everyone to win. This is just how it is.
Yeah.
My thing is I want everyone to win, but this is not what the conversation's about. The conversation to like now, because we've hit what District G is.
Yeah, we keep going off.
We keep going off track.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But don't give me JD, bro. And expect me to stay on track. It's
Nah,
mad.
it's okay.
mad.
I get it. I'm gonna navigate. Let me navigate.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so personally, the reason why we're having this cool, man said cool like it's a disco cool. It's the alcohol in me, man. I'm sorry.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
we should start the juice, bro.
The reason why, no, wait.
Yeah, go.
The reason why we're having this meetup is because I personally feel like I really wanted District G to continue. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, as much as like, obviously I've gone to where I've got to, I've got the subscribers I've got to, I've worked with whoever I've got. I'm always thinking, bro, I wish District G was here.
Hey, brother, but you
And
can't see
wait,
this-
I'm not finished.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not finished.
Well, okay, yeah, go.
The reason why this needed to happen is because, yeah, bro, like, I'm kind of lost without them lot, if I'll be honest with you.
Wow, stop it, bro.
Like, and it's not the alcohol. This is.
Listen, can
real
we
talk.
get some water here, please?
Stop. No. The reason why I say that is because when I was doing stuff and I was pushing forward, I had both of them behind me saying, all right, cool. If I feel like there's something wrong, I'll be like, all right, Davinia, this is what's going on. Am I lying?
But
Cool.
she
Wait.
was part of the
Wait. When I said something to you, I'll be like, all right, Joe, boom. I'd call you, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
now
But you still can, bro.
No, but it wasn't the
You
same.
always had my personal line, regardless of you and your District G, so it's fine.
Wow, I had personal. Okay,
Let's
cool.
all just
Anyways,
move on from that.
but I'm saying like it was kind of like these lot was there. They were the
100%.
support base.
And we
if
still are,
any-
bro. We still are.
So I always wanted the District G to happen because we have loads of these esports teams now that we have the Falcons, we have all these stuff, and they're at esports World Cup. And when they apply, they get a certain money, right? I would want District G to be there because it's like you lot was the foundation before, like, you know, all of these tournaments.
Do you know what?
Esports teams, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm glad,
Like, bro, like, there's no sugar.
You can't be saying stuff like this when I'm drinking. I start barling on the thing,
but
then.
it is what it is, bro.
That to me, bro.
Like, you lot don't understand that this conversation here is not a conversation where it's like, oh yeah, it's all scripted. We have no script. I'm navigating this, right? And I'm navigating it because, like, from my heart, bro, like, no matter what happens, whether I get to 100,000 subscribers, wherever.
And you will.
These lot here.
Stop it. This guy,
helped
man.
me.
This guy, stop it, bro.
Regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted to sit down and have this conversation. I know they're busy, they got their own work, 9 to 5s, all this stuff. I'm like, nah, we need to take a night and just sit down.
Yeah.
Alcohol, drink, let it out. Like, what happened? Why did it go down? What can we do? What's happening? We're here. Let's talk.
Bro, wow, man's get me drunk and put it on me like this. I'll start crying.
We're here.
I didn't want it, I'll start crying.
We're here.
I think if I want to put my hands on it, like, Sadie and Curtis were really good. Actually, I know you didn't always get on with Curtis.
No, but Curtis.
But they were true
let me
innovators.
tell you something.
Hold on.
Very quick. Very close.
Yeah.
Curtis, me and Curtis, we definitely clashed.
Yeah.
But I feel like Curtis didn't mean no, like, he didn't have no ill.
And you lot were on the same. We had the same thinking as well.
But it's just different ways of executing it.
I feel that and Sadie was always good at bringing things back. What do we want? Are we still on track? But what I feel is maybe I should have really kept to the community stuff and let them really take the lead on everything else, because they were the innovators with the different products that we were doing.
100%.
Tekken talks, playing with the celebrities or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
With the content side of it.
Yeah, massive. They were really good with that. And I'm all about the community because, yes, really and truly, it's a hard one, Jay. Because do I regret it? What I admit to is I should regret it. Because we might still be here on another level if I really let them take the lead on that one. But
I don't think you should regret it because it's
but I should regret it. But I'm more community. Do you know what I mean? I'm more community. I didn't want to drop anyone, and I remember like Fergus and what's his name? Akira.
Akira?
The French one.
The French one. I don't know.
French Akira. He played with Akira.
I don't know who that is.
I can't remember. I remember they getting teams and getting dropped left, right, and centre.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That your team was different. That's why I'm saying the way how we're talking about this thing it's mad different because it's like you lot was having a team and we're all there. But the problem that I had with District G, and I'm gonna just say it out there, is that I felt like I was the first person to leave, and the reason why I was the first person to leave because I felt like there's a lot of stuff that I was saying.
Let's talk about that day when you left.
I didn't. Do you know what?
Yeah, let's put him on the spot. Hey, camera, zoom in on this one. Zoom in. Camera 1, 2, or 3. Zoom in on this when he left us.
All right. The reason why I left, the honest reason why I left, is because I feel like personally that you lot wasn't listening to the content creation side that I felt like is happening. Because let's be honest now, there's a lot of esports teams that are doing the content creation side that I've been saying from ages ago. I'm saying we need to get all the players to get together. Even if we get some of the players, like all the stuff we was doing was playing against certain other person and doing Tekken Tag 2, and it's like, bro, we could be doing stuff like Hot Wing Challenge, this, that, and other. Bro, this is what the Esports World Cup is doing now. Bro, remember, your District G was at 2015, 2016.
Yeah.
Esports World Cup is 2024, bro. That's how many times? Bro, that's nearly a decade.
Who knows if they're watching our content and being like, oh, I like this, I'll take this. Yeah.
For the people that don't think that they watch smaller content creators or people that have lower subscribers, but I do it all the time and see what's going on. Everyone's doing that. And what these lot had was way ahead of its time. Like, that's why we're having this conversation. I wouldn't be doing this right now if I didn't think it made sense. Like, this 100% made sense. We needed to talk about, like, what is going on. And I honestly felt like you lot was way ahead of your time. And I also feel like the stuff that you lot was doing, like, maybe like sending out some of the players that I felt like, honestly, I feel like maybe the direction should have been in people that was more active.
No, it should, and you know
what
what?
I felt like.
Please stop making me say I admit it was me. Do you know what I mean? Because this is wild, bro. Like crucifying me. But
I weren't a part of this.
nah, listen, don't get off the thing now. Listen, if I knew she was gonna be like this after 10 years in front of the camera, I would never invite her. Just please, someone remove her from this place. Remove her from her life. Just go away.
Lady, but Joe, I'm not too sure what he did there.
No, and
it's amazing.
no.
It's amazing.
No, but I've got to take ownership of it. To be fair, I've got to take ownership of that.
You do.
Uh,
You are the fundamental pattern
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah. No.
And
It's
I'm
true.
sure
360 years time,
And
and
I feel like Curtis and Sadie would be just echoing what.
no, they would be, and I admit that before Jay tries to bring them on, that'd be madness.
So basically
Can't get
your
beaten
fault.
up twice. But no, yes, I can't admit it enough. I can't admit it enough. Would I be different? I should have done it a different way. But you know what it was is that we focused at one thing at a time. If we had focused at multi things were going on at the same time, then I would just probably stay in my lane and just stick to the community side of it.
You're a little bit of a wild horse in that respect. Like you can't.
He's easy to please.
No, it's not even that. No.
That's what
not
you are.
actually.
He
I think
is.
that's
He
actually-
is.
No, I don't think.
No, he's not easy to please with other people, but
Guys, I'm here.
He's easy to please with people that he's comfortable around.
I think he trusts the people that he's around, and he should because he does have a good.
Guys, I'm here. This is mad. I'm here.
Do you know what? Do you know what? If I'm reflecting on it now and I'm being really humbly and honest, I do wish I was a part of that era of District G. I couldn't be. I do wish I was a part of that era.
I wish.
But not because I don't think that the fundamentals weren't there. I just think there would have been another level of homing in.
I think they would have been able to, all three, they would have been able to keep me down.
Well, basically punch you up, put you in a corner and tell you what to do.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of, if you ask me about the whole District G thing, I felt like Davinia definitely needed to be in, just from the 360 aspects and just what she done for me. Like,
Well,
there's a lot.
You should have brought her in as your manager.
But she can always.
And
She said she talks this all this talk, but she doesn't know what I'm about.
You know.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I honestly feel like with her, she would kind of, Davinia, I feel like she would have kind of kept you on the straight and narrow. I feel like, obviously, Sadie and Curtis, these are new people into the team. Yeah. And I feel like I'm saying that they don't keep you on the straight and narrow, but I feel like Davinia keeps you on the straight and narrow just regardless of just things in general.
I think what Curtis and
But they done a great job.
No,
I'm
They
not
were
saying,
innovators. They were.
I am
mate,
not saying
it was-
in any shape or way or form they didn't do anything, but I feel like
I think what they brought to the table is their experience in terms of marketing, their contacts, the restructure of what was needed. There is absolutely no shadow of a doubt that was the right move for Joe. Yeah. And it needed to be, and it did. It needed rebranded. No, and that's where the market. But that's where the marketing strategy comes in from Curtis and Sadie, and I think it was absolutely necessary. The only thing from a perspective,
Were you part of that, by the way? Were you part of DCG?
I wished I was a part of it.
But you could have been.
But no, life.
Wait. Why was you not a part of this? What happened?
No, like life and trajectory didn't align with what we was doing. But if I would have loved to have conversation to put on the table to have a conversation about that, it didn't transpire. But I think that's because you probably looked at my lifestyle at that point.
Yeah, but at that point, I think.
I was very cross with him at the time in terms of his financial kind of handling.
He used to beat me up all the time. I didn't really stop in District G either.
Like, I'm a qualified bookkeeper and I'm telling him this needs to be done, and he was just.
But we were also a bit tired. I think after the major and after the PlayStation, PS3, we were knackered, and I didn't really want to be.
What was our last event where we broke the suitcases?
Yeah, what
That was District G event.
So
Yeah, because remember, I managed to. Look, do you know what? No, I'm not having this. You know, she's like, I'm not part of the District G. I'm not part of the District G. But she wanted. She wasn't willing.
I just clocked. Wasn't the collusion thing when I was a part of District G?
Yeah, you were part of the District G.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm still bringing it. You know, we come as a.
Advisory,
we're in
Yeah,
trouble
that's my
here.
business partner. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, if we had blown as District G and money still, was going to come in, she should take half of my shit, half of my stuff.
So you know what? It's been going on for a lot of time. We've been talking for a bit. Let's try and just kind of like nip it. What's like? Could District G come back, or is it just done? Is that just an error that's kind of just gone past? Because if, like you said to me today, and I'm saying this on camera, because obviously it's going on on my channel, I'm letting you lot know from now. If he said District G was coming back, I would fully support and back, and I would help him because, again, that was a home for me. I don't feel like when I do content creation, I'm doing it on my own. Whereas I felt like that was a home for me that I've always craved for. That I've always wanted someone else to kind of be there to help me. If they was there,
But we're still
and
here
you was
though.
there,
But if
But
I
we're still
was,
here.
if
No,
I was,
but I
need
need-
District
I-
G behind you to be here, bro.
I hear it, but
if I was ever to put that on the table and relive that and revive it,
yeah,
I genuinely would want the
I would revive it
OG
too.
I want the OG players back.
yeah.
But
Regardless
they're
of
all
stats,
old.
I don't care.
They're all old.
I don't care.
Bro, like, to be honest with you,
They can't keep the.
I
what are
believe.
we
I
talking about?
believe
We're
they
talking about the
can.
players, or we're talking about the people that was actually running the
Yeah,
team?
that's it.
We're talking about the players, bro.
Community.
I can help you.
That's what I'm
The,
saying.
the players will be all. They got kids and stuff. Try to got two
Bro,
kids.
I've got a
said-
daughter, bro.
Do you know
What
what
Jay's
drive?
got-
Bro,
Do you know what drive does
wait.
to people?
You not see these white hairs in his beard.
Bro,
They never
Yeah,
used to be.
listen,
Listen.
I'm dealing with the old school.
It doesn't matter. And even then, we can also help the newer players. Like, I honestly believe we've not had a UK, bro. What UK esports team has been there, bro? Bro, you've done, like, no, stop. Because I know you want to say something. We've never had a UK esports team like fund themselves and do stuff, bro. Who's there?
Yeah, but there was
choice.
Let's
Through choice. You
Yeah,
don't
but
even
let's-
have to do it. You've got a job.
But you know what? Let's shout out people like Elf, who got players to these tournaments and weren't sponsoring them. Do you know what I mean? Big
East
shout out to
London Fighters.
Vernon.
Yeah, shout out
East
to
London
Vernon.
Fighters did their thing.
Okay.
Who else? The guys from Birmingham.
Electronic Dojo. Shout them out.
Yes.
No, massive.
Manchester Battle.
But, you know,
Yep.
these-
NBA.
Are they still going?
Absolutely.
Are they still going?
I feel like they are. But let's shout out all of them.
All of them.
But and they've even got there's even Brighton Tekken that's recent.
Yeah.
That I have no one. Shout out
No,
them.
no, massive.
Shout out all of them. But I'm saying to you, what are we doing for District G? Because like, bro, like at the end of the day, you lot are pioneers, bro. You lot done Tekken Talk, and then Tekken Talk came after you lot.
That's wild, you know. You know when you showed me that, I
What
just
happened?
thought.
What do you mean?
So we did.
I'll explain. Cheers.
Please,
Go.
cheers. I'm down.
This is mad.
Yeah, it's going to go left here.
All right, so we had a series called Tekken Talk, and I don't know who brought up them.
Curtis invented that.
Okay, cool. Obviously, this is not been. All right, so you know, I'm not knowledgeable on the finances of District G, so I wanted to know how did you manage the finances, like, you know, sending out the players, you know, just even like the cost of even getting people to come down and stuff like that, or even send them out to tournaments. How does that all work? Because I don't know about none of that
From
stuff.
District G.
District G. That's what we're talking about today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're here.
Do you want me to leave?
Wow. You weren't part of District G.
You weren't part of
mate.
District G. You've been saying that
Yeah.
for the 10th
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Please.
My bad. Didn't it start from 360 though?
Yeah. We'll take it back to 360
Yeah,
first.
I think we should, because your pattern of
Super spending.
so obviously with any company there needs to be someone who's the capital of the company,
Okay.
and Joe was always the capital.
Okay.
My expertise, your trust in me, my leadership in that respect,
Got old Miss Corporate over here. But it's
always
true,
kind of
it's true.
paid dividends in that. So
Yeah.
the balance was my expertise in my bookkeeping, my understanding of the business model and how he was going to represent came down to that. But ultimately, Joe 100% did the capital. And I think the passion regarding the money investment, the passion always outweighed the money investment. Would you agree?
Yeah, God, she's being polite. But this is not how she was at the time. She was screaming at me all the time.
Yeah, of course.
And then I'd go and do things behind her back and go.
It was always a case of Joe always said to me, this is what I want, how can I get there? And we had to financially look at that in an objective way. I'm being kind here. But we had very much a difference of opinion of how much he was going to invest. But I can tell you categorically that the investment and the belief in the players and the community outweighed his financial decisions. And that's where we had a discrepancy, would you say?
I would feel like, just to touch in, I'm going to touch in very briefly, I feel like that sounds accurate. I feel like it feels like with Joe, he wants to please everyone. It makes
The
everyone
vision
happy.
was very strong for him.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a pleasing
It's not-
everybody. I think it's a passion for the fact that he's very human in his
100%.
approach to business.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we get into business, sometimes you need to detach from the human side of things.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I'm not in the room? Like,
I'm sorry,
you're-
Joe.
you're
but
there, you're there. You
if
can-
we're going to be really
yeah,
transparent,
okay, yeah.
because
Listen.
everybody's going to look at this and think, how did they get there? What was the struggles? And I feel like the financial business model was a struggle.
Okay, talking from a 360 perspective first, because Davinia wasn't part of 360.
No, she was a part of 360.
I'm
but
sorry,
not
wasn't part
District
of 360. Sorry.
G. We said that. She said that
Deduce,
many
deduce.
times, so it's drilled
I've
into
been
my head.
very clear
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? When I break it, when I think about it now, is I didn't mind, like, for instance, we used to butt head on charging, yeah? And if I'm going to be honest now, I just wanted to build something that I felt was worth charging for, yeah? And we had it. We did have it. And maybe I should have just took a step back and say, do you know what? This is worth what it's worth. And I just keep on trying to add to that. No, we're going to charge in a minute. Let's not charge here. Because I remember the first things that we started to do, I can't remember if it was District G or 360 was do it for free. Do you know what I mean? You book a ticket, you get a ticket for free, you just have to book it. And, you know, I do wish, I guess, you know, that I had said, no, I believe in it. We're going to put this charge on it because it is worth this. But, you know, I wouldn't call myself a perfectionist. It's just what I wanted to add a bit more. And I'm like, oh, let's add a bit more. Then we'll charge. Now, guess what? This time round, we'll add a bit more. And then Davinia will be going like, you know, she's being very, very, what's the word? She's being very nice. But we had some real massive arguments about it. But one thing she was saying at the time, and she was right, is believe in your product. Believe
100%.
in your product. And I don't know, I just always felt it needed a little bit more. Do you know what I mean?
You always wanted to give the community value for money.
100%.
And value for money is very much a commodity in this day and age. But at the same token, we want longevity in this. And if we want longevity, we have to be realistic in our charging. And I think I was very confident in our abilities in terms of even drawing back to the fact that we was told to damper down our publicity on our next date of our next tournament. That I absolutely believed that all of us
And to
was together.
To be fair, from that time when we said, no, we're going to do our major on this date, I should have known then that we had the product. When people turned out for it, do you know what I mean?
We did, yeah.
And I think I probably ended up burning everyone out, to be fair. Because I was trying to push us more. And if you're seeing the money coming through as well, it makes a massive, massive difference. Do you know what I mean?
Do you feel, in our humble opinion, in our longevity in the situation, that we gained anything? That we gained anything in that situation?
Jay's gone.
You're a
Karen
pussy.
talking to me. Jay's gone.
So do you feel like we gained anything? Because I genuinely felt like I felt like we was very level pegging in what we did. So it all kind of balanced out. The money, the financials, investment, always balanced out with the community interests, their involvement, their drive, what they did.
Like 100%.
It always kind of like balanced out. It didn't really feel like a negative.
I was in love with the community, mate. I remember
You
to
did.
this day, I can't even play Tekken.
So why didn't you just be the community manager and make someone else run the business side of it?
And I should have. And
That's where the problem. Like,
Yeah.
If I'll be honest with you,
Yeah.
I knew community. You can get everyone. Like obviously, I feel like when it came to 360 days and it's like, oh, get the Tekken players, I kind of pushed everyone to you.
Yeah.
But they knew that you was the nice guy and you would.
Yeah, but he was going to deliver.
No, but no.
But
they
he was
knew
always
going to
deliver.
So that's what I mean by nice guy. I shouldn't say nice guy. They knew that if it was a tournament, you was always going to deliver. Like, you weren't. The tournaments you delivered was not like anyone else's. You made sure that everything was running. If there was any problems, you would make sure that would get sorted out.
Yeah.
They knew. That's the reason why they kept on coming back every single time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I feel like with District G, I felt like there was things there, but I also felt like there was extra members needed. I was also willing to help for free because I know the relationship me and you have had from 60 Gaming.
Yeah.
I know you wasn't really a part of 360 Gaming. I mean District G, sorry. But I knew that if you was brought along and I was brought on, I felt like from the experience that we've had as a I would say for a family basically at this point.
No, you've got to call it that.
Yeah.
No, you really do have to call it
You
that.
have to call it that.
Because there's no financial gain in any of that 360 journey.
There was.
Like, there was
no
heart and love and
financial-
sweat and tears and all God
That's
knows.
what I'm saying. So like, I felt like if that was all added on board with what's going on, I feel like the rest would have been a history. I feel like right now, personally to me, I'm upset about the whole District G not being there no more. If you really ask me, like this whole conversation, cameras, people behind the cameras, they don't even need to be doing this right now. Do you get what I'm saying? But this is a favor for me where I've asked and I said, look, the only thing I want is to talk to you two. Like sit down, you lot take your time out. And we talk about this because it's like, the stuff that you lot had, you lot know what the community needs. Without you lot, you might not think you do, but everyone needs a hub. Everyone plays the game. Everyone plays. Now everyone plays Tekken 8. We will play.
They want a forum.
They just need a forum. That's all we need. We need a space to play the game.
But yeah, because it seems like a lot of guys that I don't see. I mean, Elf packed up not too long ago. And I was, you know what?
Everyone is packed up, bro. Like everyone is like. Let me be real with you. Everyone is packed up. If you really want to know the truth, everyone's packed up. And they can't, no, wait, let me finish.
Yeah.
Everyone's packed up because they don't really see the value in this. Where I see the value in this. I've been doing this regardless of whatever's happening. Financially, whether if it's high or low, regardless.
Yeah.
Right? You, when you was doing District G and when you was doing 360 Gaming, you lot both was coming in, through in and through out. You lot wasn't making no bank off of this. They weren't coming in and saying, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to get the X amount because we're playing Tekken. It was never about the money. It was always about the community. Like, let's be real. And then when it kind of faded out and then you done District G was like, okay, we want to do this on a corporate level. We want to get some players out. We want to do this. And, bro, this was before all these other esports teams were there. Like, we have to be honest with everything. You know what I'm trying to say? Not even UK global, bro. Let's be honest. Like, all these Falcon esports, all these other tournaments, bro, they weren't there, bro.
It's mad,
They weren't signing. All right, cool. Even if they was there, they weren't signing no Tekken players. Bro, now people are signing Tekken players and they're going to Saudi Arabia and competing for tournaments. They wasn't there when you was doing your thing.
No, for real.
Right? You was doing content creation with entertainers.
Yeah.
Right? So my thing is, like, I don't want to talk about this too long because obviously it's been hours. Can we see District G coming back? Because, like, bro, if you said to me right now, like I said, this is going on man's channel and I'm letting you all know. If he said to me, District G is coming back, bro, I will 100% back it. Regardless. And I know man's busy, got family life, all of that stuff. But if he said to me, bro, I need someone to help me with content side of things, I need someone to help me thinking, I'm leaning towards you. And I'm saying, yo, help him with the finance side of things. I will help him with the content side of things.
No.
I honestly think, I'm honestly saying right now that if District G was to run, it would be the best team that's here. 100%.
Definitely.
And you lot can say that, oh, maybe you're a bit overconfident. No. Because man actually really cares about the community. Because you see all of these esports people, and this is no drink. This is just honest opinion, yeah? All these esports teams that are signing players, they're getting dropped if they're not performing. Whereas man actually stuck behind players that was not performing.
Can you tell Curtis that, please?
Can I just say
That's
something?
what I'm saying.
Can I just add something? I feel like I need to be involved in District D section.
Well, I don't know
100%.
about District D. I don't know what District D is,
I
mate.
said
I gotta be
District
honest.
D.
District
Thank
G,
you.
I'm being serious with you lot. If you lot said to me, if you lot said to me, District G is coming back, I'm 100%. I don't want no money. I don't even care about the money.
See how man's putting me on the spot?
But
I'm
mad.
just saying.
But
like,
that's the level.
And this is the
That's
level,
the level.
of how much I believe in District G, bro. I'm not saying I want money for it. I'm saying if man brought it back, whatever I can do with the subscribers, with the content, with whatever I have, I don't want no money.
Could you ever imagine that coming from his mouth?
He's a
Brother,
money man, this one.
I'm
This
being
man's
real.
money man.
I am
I'm
a
being
money
real.
man.
He's a
But-
money man,
But this is
the development is insane.
But this is family right now.
Listen, I don't know if I can answer that question. You know, we've got one non-member here, and we've got 2 other members that are not here. But what I can say, and what's the most important thing, is this, innit? I need, you know, I know we've downed the whole bottle of JD between
We've
ourselves.
done.
We should be ashamed of ourselves. We are
Oh,
alcoholics.
we should.
But what I really need to say is, you don't need District G to back what you're doing, Jay. We are family now.
Regardless.
We are here regardless and always. Do you know what I'm saying? So whether District D's coming back or not, or you want to do another thing, we will always back you 100%
But you
with
never know.
everything that you're doing. Yeah, you never know. You never know. 100%, because I do feel in a way a little bit, but I would, you know, I would never take anything back, because they are the years that I really treasure, if that makes sense. And they are, for me,
They're memory making.
massive memory making,
Yeah.
and massive good things. Like I said before, when I saw, you know, this big event in Korea, and I've seen loads of them. When my colleague showed it to me, I took a minute and thought, shit, that could have been us.
Bro, that could be, bro.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
You know
Not
what's-
South
you know-
Korea,
you
but
know what's
0-2.
crazy? Do you know what's crazy? Every time I see these esports teams, I'm like, bro, that could be District G. Bro, if you had Kane and Trench, you had Asim.
Yeah.
360 gaming. It could be
Yeah.
We have
360
my
gaming.
alarm, that's my gym alarm, but we're here now.
It's cool, it's
You know,
cool.
I'm
You ain't
taking
going no
time out
gym,
of
brother. You don't see this bottle?
Nah, I'm
Empty.
saying, We're
You're
not
done.
going gym today.
Yeah.
Listen, like, we have all of these teams that are there, but bro, like, think about it. You had Kane and Trish, you had Asim, you had
bro.
T-Crizzle, you had Bonushin, you had...
I'm hoping
people-
loads of these comments on this situation here.
It's
No,
mad,
I
you know,
don't-
yeah, it's
The
mad
video
because
needs to be.
everything, you know, I don't know.
They don't get it, bro. They don't know.
I think they do.
no,
I've
They
got to say,
don't.
Jay's doing well keeping us on track. But I would have. Can I just skip back quickly?
No.
Okay.
No, like, we got to focus on the matter at hand.
Yeah.
We spoke about 360 Gaming and what happened, where it started. We spoke about District G, where it started, and you know, where it kind of went a bit left. We're at the stage where it's like, look, like, life, we can control what is here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're here, we're alive. We can control what is here right now. And I'm looking at it as raw. Look, like, this conversation didn't need to be had if I didn't care.
Yeah, no.
But this is coming from a place of care where I've said, look, production team, you don't know who you are. I've said, raw, we need to have this conversation. I said, you're here, you need to come, we need to talk about this.
Yeah.
I wasn't singling out no one. I'm saying District G, for me personally, is something that was way ahead of its time and maybe didn't know how to kind of structure what was going on. But I'm looking at all of these other teams, they're bringing players in, then the players are dropping. There's no community structure there. It's kind of like, oh yeah, we'll bring you in for a tournament. Oh yeah, they're not performing, I see you later. But there is something there. Like, bro, if I don't want to be the person that's in charge of that, because that's not my forte. I make content. I educate people. I entertain people. That's me.
Yeah.
But you both have your strong points. I've seen you have your strong points for a long time. I've seen you have your strong points for a long time. This ain't a thing of like, oh yeah, I'm bringing you lot to have just some tea and just talk. But this is because I really value your time and your passion. I really value your time and your passion. And I feel like both of you two are very strong at what you do. And it's not excluding, you know, Curtis and Sadie. They're really strong at what they're doing. But I honestly feel like if District G was to come back, I feel like they would really change the game. Because even up until this day, there's a lot of esports teams that come and go.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Can I ask a quick question, yeah?
Talk to me.
And first of all,
we didn't get a shout out because we also been here around for.
Come, Grey London, come on.
Hey!
Shout out Grey
Hey!
London.
Yeah.
Let me not even.
Grey Waves. Oh wow.
I
Grey
said
Waves.
production
Sorry,
team,
so we're waving.
but I didn't know what you wanted to be saying.
Yeah. Grey Waves. Grey Waves have been us. Yeah. Especially since the beginning of 360, they have grown with us, man. But just
They've been there.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
mad.
No, it's not even for the big up. I'm just bantering.
No,
No.
it's
for
fair.
Honestly, but like, okay, cool. So, right, you popped the question like, all right, what would you bring it back? Obviously, it's still like there's still a question mark there. It's not a no, it's not a yes.
Yeah.
But then another question to that is, if you were to run District G again, how would you run it?
Can I say something?
How would
Because
you go about
you know
it?
it's amazing. As Jay was doing his monologue there, getting emotional after his. I you know what I had a quick thing. Not I have a quick thing, but I was thinking, and to be fair, it was mentioned to me by Curtis. We could have dropped players, but if we continue doing events, they could play locally for us. They'll still be part of our team. And the players that we, thought would have a chance in winning the dough couldn't have flown out. And the players that were doing the extra work in, streaming like Jay was, like Rukan, Jay. I think Kane Trench was trying to get on it, but his internet was a bit dead.
I think we need to be transparent in the fact
Bro,
of
we just need to be transparent.
who was adding to capital. Was you all three of you?
Yeah, we all three of us.
And
even
so,
if you said,
can I? No,
gonna
Jay,
say,
no.
Even if you said, I wasn't adding to, oh shit.
It's all gone wrong.
Even if you said I wasn't adding to capital, just say who was adding to capital for District G. If you said no one.
Oh, what do you mean? As in then?
Yeah, then.
With Jay, with only Jay, really.
But there was a whole team. Like who was adding to capital?
No one but you probably. You were the only person that
Yeah,
was.
but in terms of formulating the company,
Yeah.
in terms of sending them out, flights, expenses, who was the capitalization on that?
It was Jay.
Don't just say it because I'm here, bro.
No,
Like,
but it was Jay. Do you know
Right,
what?
so
Like,
let's look.
Why
For-
though? What was everyone else doing?
but for instance, instead of spending money and flying everyone out, we couldn't have got probably Kane and Trench's laptop. I said,
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't really.
So I'm going back to the business model.
Yeah.
If you're ever going to run District G again,
Yeah.
what would you change different?
I would probably take a back seat and concentrate on the actual community itself.
And
what
who
we
would
do.
be part of your team?
Wait, whoa.
And I just want to say,
What?
do you know what's crazy?
That's
about it?
bad.
If you was to ever need players, if you ever needed someone that to sponsor players, I'll put my hands up
And I'll go back to the table. Who
I
would
would-
be part of your team?
I'd get back. See what the old team is doing. Because Rukan also, shout out to Rukan.
We're talking about the business model,
We're talking
Mel.
about, so bro, let me tell you something. When it comes to the business model and what you're saying about the business model isn't what you think is okay. It's about what is good for business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what is good for business? Okay, Rukan does commentary and stuff like that. He's sick.
He's doing well now,
it's
So
yeah.
that's your outlay.
But that's an outlay, and that's also
Yeah.
like, okay, are you gonna help him go to all these swims, or is he helping himself go to all these swims? What can
Yeah.
you bring to the table for him?
No,
And
I
then
think we
other
need to
people-
be more
She's
specific.
not we're gonna build a business
feel
plan live on
I
this
feel
on
like
this
we need to
on
be a
this
bit more
pod.
specific.
Yeah.
What would your business model in terms of leadership and your contributions to the company, who would you have on your team? Forget the community for him for a minute. He's already an asset.
Yeah.
Who would be on your team?
How do you mean? As in?
It's very simple.
I would tell you who's on your team.
Go on, tell him.
No, you just answer himself.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
feel
I'm
like he
saying.
does.
I'm not gonna say.
Your previous team was Sadie, Curtis,
Yeah.
and yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Davinia asking you,
Yeah.
who would be on your team
Now.
in the background?
Yeah.
Say names.
Oh yeah.
Embarrassing.
I'd bring them
It
back.
is. It's so embarrassing. I don't know what to do with myself.
I would bring them back.
Who? Who are you bringing back?
Curtis and Sadie.
Yeah.
I'd bring them back.
Yeah.
Hey, no, bro.
I'm going to shoot someone. I'm going to shoot someone alive.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I
shoot
didn't mean
someone
to
alive.
laugh. I didn't mean to laugh.
Who is your team going forward for the new second District G?
No, I'm saying.
I'm going to take your teeth out.
I'm saying.
I'm going to take your teeth
What's
out.
going on here?
Oh my God! Someone talk to me immediately.
Yeah. So I would.
Lawyer. You need to get a
No,
lawyer.
I'd bring Katie and say
Yeah.
Curtis back definitely. No, definitely. I would. I'd bring Davinia back.
Oh wow!
I would bring Strider.
How long did we get there?
I would bring Strider back.
I'm gonna kill this.
I'd bring Rukan
I'm
back.
actually gonna put a him.
I can't stop you. Forget Australia.
Yeah.
So you're bringing Davinia,
Bro, the quality.
Yeah.
Not us.
The heads of the stable, bruv.
So you'll bring Davinia back.
Yeah.
You bring Sadie back.
Yeah.
And you bring Curtis.
100%.
That's my last thing.
Yeah, thank you.
100%.
Eddie, I love you.
Question, yeah. What roles would they be playing?
Yeah.
To be fair, I'd put them right back. I'd put everyone right back in the same
Where
roles.
were they before?
We were all equal partners. We
I
all
got
built it
who
together.
was,
Yeah, but
who was
what
in
was
charge
he
of
all in
financials?
charge
We all did that. We all did that. Yeah.
What roles were they playing individually? What roles Curtis playing? What roles Sadie playing? What were they
You know what? You know what it is. It's all about if it was to happen, it'd be all about. And you know what? We were very good at doing that at District G. Would be realigning what we want.
Yeah,
And
but
by
at least-
realigning, let me just finish. By realigning what we are doing, is when we would give the roles. If that makes sense, because I know what role that I would like to play, and that would be community based. Because you know, with my time at District G.
You are visionary.
Yeah, my time at District G, with my time at 360,
Yeah.
I should have listened to Davinia more, and I
100%.
admit that. And
She's amazing.
yeah,
You're amazing too.
and with my time at District G, again, it was the same kind of issues where I guess I wasn't listening enough. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
100% accountability.
Yeah, no, that's
Because I feel that I was the common denominator in
Yeah.
both 360
Wow.
And District G.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I totally accept that.
That's fine.
You know, so and you know, everyone comes back more experienced. Do you know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
the whole
100%.
part of being an adult.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Growth.
100%.
I think that's the word,
100%.
growth.
So we
Yeah.
come back. You know,
100%.
I don't know if I'd want to. I would definitely like to do a one-off event.
I would definitely back it.
Yeah, I would definitely
regardless.
do one
Whatever
event.
you need, just let me know.
You know, I think Davinia probably would like to do one. Sadie and Curtis,
yeah.
I need to check. I don't know. I haven't checked them in ages, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I
don't know.
just really want to say, on a really serious level, Curtis and Sadie, there is absolute admiration for where they went with this. Because
Yeah,
there's some,
100%.
there's some aspects of the situation that I wouldn't even
Very,
seen.
you know, it was different. It was very
and
different.
I absolutely commend
Yeah.
the drive after 360 and
Because
and
I mean, yeah, they were visionaries as well. You know,
Yeah.
Curtis.
in their own markets, they're
Yeah.
very skilled.
Oh, massive. You know, maybe a one-off event. You know, it was funny because we all hit the heights. With District G, the major was the height. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. And with 360,
Yeah.
who Davinia is part of, the major was a massive high.
No,
a
it
massive
was,
high.
yeah.
Because we were all amateurs. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Davinia wasn't amateurs in the financials, but amateurs to the. We actually learned about the community through you, through other players.
Absolutely, yeah, we was
You know, from
leading.
scratch. I just
Yeah.
wanted to play FIFA. How did Tekken even get there?
No, he was, yeah.
You know, so
But I brought the community to you. Like,
yeah.
bro, like
No,
I
you
said,
did.
and we embraced
It was a
it
door.
fully.
It
like I
was a
said,
door
I
to
was
that.
bringing
Yeah.
black and white flyers. I
Yeah.
went to a print shop, got black and white flyers, went
It
to
wa- it
bare
was-
different sessions.
it
I'm
was-
like, yo,
yeah, it
here's
was-
the tournament. And they, you know, that the Tekken players, they're very hungry for tournaments. So when they knew that they had a tournament that was actually official, it was like, rah. And then they kept on coming back. So
Yeah,
it was
because-
you lot delivering.
Yes, because remember, we first started with Street Fighter and Tekken. And there was just something about the Tekken community
It
that
just
was different.
preceded everything.
Yeah, and it was
But
like,
I
you know
knew.
what?
Preceded,
Yeah.
And we had all
yeah.
the characters from Jay, Lino, Rukan,
Lino is just a
Strider,
different kind of
Leif. And remember, Finger wasn't even around.
Yeah.
Training.
Kanan Trench
Training
was not
wasn't
around
even
at the time. He was like Tekken, beginning Tekken
'Cause
7.
he's this kid that came and that was beating everyone. And we're like, when we did G,
What
we're
was
like,
his main
we've got to sign him.
character?
Yoshimitsu.
That's it.
He wasn't, you know, top
But
tier
listen,
character.
here's what I'm saying. We need to know, can District G come back? Because if you said to me now, like, that District G can come back, bro, like, no matter what I can do, whatever
Yeah, but
sponsorships
listen,
I
that's
have,
that-
whatever I can bring, I can help. And I don't even want to be a player coming back. I
Listen,
want to be someone that can just make
Let
this
me
happen.
do another barrister answer. Let's not answering the question. Number one, like I said before, we're here to support you regardless. Number two, you might need to do a part two with Sadie and Curtis. You know what I mean? Because me and Davinia, who's not part of District G, is a maybe. Do you know what I mean? So you need to get Sadie and Curtis on the couch.
They
ask
might
them-
not even want me
They
in
might
the
not,
team.
but
They might not want me in the team.
to be
You
fair,
gotta be
like I said,
controversial
I
here.
want her in.
like I said, look,
Wow.
all I'm saying, I'm looking
On
dead at
live.
the camera.
Yeah, maybe you should call Curtis
Shush,
live.
shush.
I feel like you could.
No,
the
wait.
fuck phone
Call Curtis
number.
I'm
live.
not calling no
I'm on
one.
it.
I'm not calling anyone.
Get him on live.
All I'm saying right now is
What's your
District-
dream? What's your dream team?
My dream team.
Yeah.
My dream team is, I would say, Curtis and Sadie there. I would say Curtis being...
Oh.
Man like Curtis.
What's going on?
Bro, we are talking to King Jae about...
He's on live though. He's
Well,
You're
you're on
live.
live, by the way. Live on the podcast. Everyone,
Hey!
co-owner of DG, man like Curtis. Come on.
No, what's going on?
So Jay basically tricked me, bro, because he was like, "Can DG come back?"
Yeah, okay. And you said what?
I said it's a maybe.
I think you need to vote money.
You have to go speak to Curtis and Sadie.
Yeah.
But what's your take on it?
Trolling me for?
Yeah, we're live, bro. What's your take?
Now, do you know what? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, like I always thought that it was such a great idea. Yeah, to be able to like merge those two worlds. You know, like I think that's still something that's actually missing. Obviously, I ain't following things too much, but I still think there's a gap there that needs to be filled that hasn't been done quite right yet. You get me? So I still think there's opportunity, but like my thing is obviously like I think it could happen, but obviously you know. Strategies and all of these things, conversations, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
yeah, definitely.
You know, because I think you'd have to, like, I look at the game, I look at things, I look at the whole and content and how it's working, do you know what I mean? I remember I always saying to you about Wall of Comedy.
Yeah.
How they do their thing and how they've got talent, and then it, like, because you got to find something that is, anyway, I'm waffling, but yeah.
You're not waffling. You're
No,
telling the truth,
yeah.
bro. I like it.
Yeah, man, and like, you know, like, because obviously you've got two sets of people. You've got like the hardcore gamers, you get me, and you've got like the more casual crowd that are still into gaming, but do you get me? They're not,
Yeah.
but you can still get them. You get me? You can still get their attention, and that's still eyes, and that's the whole audience there that can be captured. So, yeah, man, like, yeah.
Just let me ask you a question before anyone else asks you a question. Where do you think, and this is the last question, 'cause I don't want to keep you.
Yeah.
Where do you think District G went wrong?
Oof. I think we wasted a lot of resources, i.e. fucking money, sorry for my language, or money on things that we should have maybe put into different things and focused in other areas, i.e. content and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And more like the online, building more of an online community. Obviously, we had the offline community, but it's all about putting a bit more focus into creating more of an online community, getting our numbers up so that you can convert that offline.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Financials.
So I think that's a focus that we should have put more focus on. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, nope. Curtis, thank you so much. That's exactly what I said. I appreciate you so much for giving the honest answer. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. No.
Thanks, Curtis. Thank you.
Yep.
Big up. Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have went on.
Yeah. No,
So,
100%.
I just want to touch off of that. If District G was to come back, put me on board for sponsorship manager, because I could definitely help with seeing what's going on in terms of the players. You're definitely good for finance, so you should definitely be on for finance. You should be just doing events because you feel like you're there for the community and stuff like that. And then just make Sadie and Curtis concentrate on the marketing.
100%.
And I promise
Yeah,
you,
no.
I promise you from now, if that reforms again and that's what it is, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. That would not drop down at all. I wouldn't allow it. I promise you. If you two there and them two there, it couldn't drop.
Do you know what? It's mad because I just feel like Jay's got me on here to do confessions and shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? He tricked me. I should put that there. He tricked me. Do you know what I mean? He's like, Joe, you effed this up, man. I want to bring you online to show everyone that you effed it up, man. But no, 100%. I totally agree. And do you know what? I'm happy that Curtis is not here and is not JD'd up either, because he'll be telling me it was my fault as well, because he's been very polite. All the stuff that he's saying is what he was always trying to do. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think there's anything that Curtis and Sadie wouldn't, in some respects, agree with the rebuke of what we did.
Yeah.
But if I was ever going to join board, I'd want everybody involved.
100%. No.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
You just grab that. Everyone's so
'Cause
experienced now.
I value Curtis and Sadie's contributions in
Massive,
any aspect
massive,
of that.
yeah.
very
Even
much.
though we clashed,
Who?
I want them on board.
But you know what? They did.
You
Curtis,
needed that.
Curtis and Jay clashed massively, but they were probably the ones that were most in sync.
Yeah.
Well, no,
But
but
at
Sadie
the same
was
time-
Sadie
but
was
you've
always
got
there
to
as well.
really- You've got a value in
I like
life.
them still.
But in life, you've got to understand. When
But they
you're-
probably didn't know that I didn't like them.
No,
they probably felt like
forget
we was
that.
clashing. But
No.
I really do like both of them.
For
I was like-
growth.
No, they like you.
Yeah,
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 thought
yeah.
you're annoying,
For
bro.
growth.
yeah, I
you
thought they were
have-
annoying too.
Yeah,
But I like them.
But for growth,
Sorry.
Jay, and I know you very well,
different person now.
for growth, you need to be challenged
100%.
because you have a very focused vision, and
I
sometimes
think Davinia
you
might
need
be
to
Jay's mum. Look at this, like giving him that.
challenged in your thinking sometimes.
No, for
And
real,
I
for real.
think in that, your growth has been, like I've always
Amazing.
said, did I not say I believe that people who achieve very high, they're very easy to step on people. Now hold tight with what I say that. People who are successful don't mind treading on people. The only thing that they forget is when you're coming down, you forget the people you've tread on. And I think in your evolution and your involvement and your journey, you've realised that there's a point where you do have to value the steps that you've taken with people as opposed to who you've come above. And this conversation debunks anything I've ever felt about you or thought about you, where I thought successful people will only get to a certain point because they've had to disregard people on their way
I
up.
want you to run for Prime Minister.
But
I'd vote for you.
what I'm proud of, no, genuinely,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
mean this
No,
from
I
the
hear
bottom
you,
of
I
my
hear
heart, is your accolation or appreciation to what our part of your journey was.
No, do you know what?
And I genuinely didn't think that was going to happen.
100%. No, what do you mean?
No, I genuinely didn't
Oh,
think that
wow.
Success, no.
It's almost defamation.
No, but no, it's not. It's about his character and how he's developed in himself.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he's able to identify the people.
No.
And I'm not saying I am, but the fact that we're
I'm
having this
saying you are,
conversation, yeah,
but go
but
on.
the fact that we're having this conversation, I actually never thought would ever exist.
Do you know what? Because Jay come to check
And
me.
that's growth in
You know,
itself.
Jay come to check me, to be fair. And, you know, for me, it's not even about... I don't need I don't need Jay to... sorry, this is juice. I don't need Jay to come and say, you know what, thank you.
No, I didn't.
Thank you for,
But
you know, what
I'm-
you've done for me.
yeah.
Because it's like my little brother. And
Yeah.
I almost feel like he's getting to where we didn't get to. But you know what, one of the 5, 6 that we had has got there. And I'm happy enough. But man come to me just to say, do you know what? We need to do something because I've got a massive platform now. And do you know what? I was so like overcome with emotion and taken back by that.
that's why I'm here.
Because I never even expected it. I didn't want it.
I genuinely.
But
did not
it meant
expect you to do
it meant a
this.
lot. It meant a lot just to, you know, and him even wanting us to be here to show everyone, look, this is where I've come from. Do you know what I mean? It means a lot. It means a lot.
Like, you don't understand that. Like I said before at the start of the thing, like, there's a lot of content creators that they get to wherever they get to and they don't forget everyone. But this, to me, like, you lot don't need to do this. I know you lot have your day-to-day jobs. Do you get what I'm saying? You lot make your money doing what you're doing. The gaming thing was never really, like, do you know what I'm saying? You lot done this for our
It wasn't the
passion and
main
fun.
passion, yeah, 100%.
Right, so
yeah.
obviously I'm looking at it and I'm saying, raw, hold on. I'm at where I'm at. Who helped me the most? And it's, you lot helped me the most. You didn't have to sign me as the first player. I was never the best player, but I had a personality.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I'm
know,
saying? And I had
we could,
drive.
you know, we could see that, you know, and the players that we did sign, like you, I can keep on saying the same thing, but you, Rukan, Strider, Phantom, C Quizzle, Bonus Gin, like, and it was that, and we knew that, you know, that personality was gonna move mad. Do you know what I mean? It was gonna move mad, and it was. I don't regret it. I thought that we chose the right people, and it was a fantastic way. I've said it before, to say thank you to the guys that supported us.
I honestly think, obviously, I know we've had a long time talking about this. I honestly think if District G was to come back, like I said, like, you know, with the whole team, Davinia jumping in, I'm jumping in, I honestly feel like this will be a team that's not been seen before. We've seen a lot of esports teams come and go. we've seen a lot of players come and go. They get signed and that's it. There's no like personal touch. It's like, yeah, they're there because they've been winning, but as soon as they stop winning, that's it. And I know you want to talk because you're not like that. But for me personally, I'm getting older. I've got a child now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I want to help other players come and get in there. And like, we're, you know what I'm saying? We all got kids. You know what I'm saying? We all got kids. So it's kind of like, for me, how I look at it is, I don't want, personally, the whole we're at the end of it now, but the whole reason why I don't want District G to go, it's been quiet for a while, nothing's been happening, but the whole reason why I don't want it to go is purely because I know there's something different than all the other teams. And I feel like, I know that you become a family man as of recent, but you know that there was something missing. And I know that you know, you're not in the team, as you said, for the 10th, 100th time, but yeah, you're on the side saying, all right, looking in, saying, rah, you know as well.
But if I'm going to add to what you said,
Yeah.
regardless of anything, and the baseline is, and we must never ever forget, it's always been Joe's vision.
100%.
We were always part of your vision to make it happen. And if we didn't have that, we all wouldn't have a role to play in this story that we've got here.
But you bought you bought into that vision.
Yeah, but I
100%.
did. But at the end,
Shout out Chucksy eBay as well.
No,
Come on.
Chucksy.
Shout out Chucks.
He's a silent little man in this whole situation. But honestly, the fundamentals of anything and the foundation is, you've got to have a vision. You've got to know what you want, and you've got to have passion about it. It's the people around you who help you build that.
And I feel like not everyone was a part of that vision. So I felt like if everyone's a part of the vision now,
If we all were, might be a game changer.
I feel like,
It'll be everyone's vision from
I feel
day
like,
dot.
and remember, since
Oh
that's
my
like-
God, he's trying to turn me, man.
And since obviously like it's gone quiet, I've experienced working with loads of different brands. I've experienced talking to players. I understand what they like, what they don't like. I can bring that on board. You could bring on the finance, because you're saying that your finance is pretty poor. Sorry, my bad, but it's just reality. Sometimes we have to have the truth.
We just have to bring it to the table.
You know,
with
but
the JD,
he had some
the
stuff to get off
reality
his
of
mind.
it.
Yeah.
Are we rounding up?
at the end of the day, like I said, District G is something that's very close to my heart. Maybe not to you lot don't maybe not understand, but for me, where I'm sitting with the subscribers and stuff like that, this is something very close to my heart. Regardless of whether I had 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers, this is what kind of, they showed me how to be professional about certain things, how to change up certain things, and I honestly wanted to come back, and I would love to help, even bring on new players, because again, like obviously, we have Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, we have loads of different games. There's new players winning every so often. I would love to be, on board as maybe like a, figuring out which players to sponsor, because I would know what's going on. I don't care about the finance side. You can handle that finance side because you're smart at it and you're very intelligent in it. Events, you always kill the events. Like the events have been absolutely amazing. I can't lie. Every event you went to, I couldn't say, oh bro, you should have done this, you should have done that. You did it, But there was always something that was just wrong with like this District G side, and I felt like maybe there was more members that need to come in. Bro, I'll say it on camera, I don't need payment to come on District G to help.
I feel like he's making me sign contracts, It's mad. It's mad.
I don't need, I don't need, like this was always meant to come in. I left because I just felt like there was no structure. But if you really wanted to start this again, I'll come in with no
Well,
payment.
maybe it takes for you to put the phone call in. Sadie Curtis, Davinia.
Like I said, I've already said, like I said, I'll put it on camera.
Yeah.
I will come on with no pay.
Well, I thought you tricked me, You tricked me.
I just wanted to come back because, like I said to you lot before, there's a lot of esports teams that they're signing players. Players are just like, oh yeah, but there's no involvement. It doesn't feel like they're there with them for a little bit. There's no heart. Whereas when I was a part of District, it's like, oh, there's something to be a part of. There's something I want to compete
I'm glad you
for.
said that. That's what we wanted, man.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm 360 Gaming. 360 Gaming and District G is a main part of King Jae's story, which is why I got both of these two here. They're very good friends of mine. We're here. Are we signing that out?
Yeah, let me just say, you know what? Thank you for bringing us on, man, because you know, it's pretty weird because usually we'll.
Lay back.
Yeah, but
I didn't know it was going to happen.
You're trying to escape quick.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was actually.
But you know what? You know, it's really weird to put it on camera. Having some of the conversations we've had already. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
But to bring it on cam and for you to say, look, let me show the people where I come from.
You lot are very powerful people in my life.
mad.
Like you lot might think, oh, it's just like, oh, okay, you lot have just helped me and that's it. But in my the King Jae life,
Yeah.
you lot are very powerful.
Can't
key
come here,
players.
put alcohol on the table, make us drink a whole bottle of JD and start saying, I'll start crying, bro.
No,
Just-
I
just
have no,
start
because
crying, man.
we've all been through a lot, and that's why I'm saying like this conversation was long to be like it was long
I'm glad you
overdue.
did it. I'm glad you did it, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm glad we've done it now because it's like
I'm
we've
glad
done
you got
now.
a bit off your chest.
We've said
You
what
give me
we've
a couple
done.
side slaps.
No,
along the way.
100%. But like, but like I said before, like you know, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
sign
man.
it out. Appreciate you. Thank you
Brother.
very much.
Come on, say no more, man.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. I know you
I'm
don't.
upset you got behind the camera, though.
I know
I'm
you
sure
don't. I
upset.
know you don't like the camera.
No, only for
And
you.
nah, I appreciate it, but they needed to know, the world needed to know the people that are behind me. And I don't feel like the world understands who's behind me, who's helping me, what's happened and stuff. And you lot are very key players. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, I've done everything by myself, because that's not my personality.
We need to look off for us like Barling, bro. Just
Yeah.
But
don't
yeah,
get into shoot.
we're gonna lock it off.
Yeah.
Thank you lot very much for watching.
Come
Really
on.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Come on.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Bam.
That, listen, that was overdue, to be fair. Sorry. Thank you.